We are live and recording. I should let Twitter know that we're doing this, but I haven't done it yet. It doesn't matter. You're here and they're there. I'm here, you're there. I was your boss once. How did that happen? Oh, shit. I kept meaning to... I have a whole outfit I want to put on, and I want to take pictures of it, and I didn't do that. But I wonder if I should do that.
I could talk to them.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should.
Go for it.
Maybe I will in a minute. Okay, guys, we are live. You know, just want to let everyone know that if you're watching this, there's a reason. It's because we're live. We're gonna take calls on here on Discord. So go ahead and type the Discord thing. I'm not gonna do it because I don't have a keyboard, so that's just my reason for not doing it. I can't just like do that and it appears. So you're gonna have to type it. I don't even know who I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Just someone out there. If you got the link, click it. Yeah, there you go. Nightbot.
This is low stakes. We're just chilling.
This is very low stakes. We're calling this stream Precursor to Pizza because we ranked the pizza toppings earlier, and then it made us want pizza. So the pizza is on the way, but in the meantime, we're doing just the standard Q&A.
Yeah.
This is no frills, no bells, no whistles, no cheese. Well, there will be cheese, but our time is yours. You know, a lot of times with the podcast, we don't always get to all the questions and calls and conversations that we have. You know, we don't always get to the calls. So this is your time to call in, ask whatever, talk about whatever you want in a timely fashion. And we're going to set up. We got a very special stream coming later tonight.
Yeah.
That we're setting up for. That we're really thrilled about. I think you guys will like it too. You know, some stuff you guys have been waiting for. You're going to finally get it. So just trust me, you'll love it. But in the meantime, we're chilling. We're waiting. This is Precursor to Pizza. That's all it is. We're waiting for the pizza to arrive. I was reminiscing a little bit ago because it's been 1 year since we all had, it was like Kevin and Rachel's kind of bachelorette party kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's been years. It's been 1 year since that.
Feels like years.
And it's so funny because that was such a wonderful day. And we all came and, actually, were you there, Johnny?
Yeah.
You were there.
At the wedding?
No. When we went to Disney.
No, okay. Real quick.
Yeah.
This is the time I thought I had coronavirus.
Yeah.
Because it was right as like the start of it, but I had a fever for a full week.
Yeah.
I couldn't like smell or anything. Like I was fucked up. I thought I was going to die.
Did you ever do an antibody thing?
No, I should though.
I wonder, you know, but I mean, everyone who got sick at the beginning of the year said, I think I had it.
Yeah, it was either that or the flu.
But that is weird though that you had those attributes.
Yeah, I couldn't I started like hallucinating a little bit. My fever was so bad.
But anyway, it was so much fun, and I remember we just kept raving about what a perfect day it was. What a perfect day. Have you ever had a more perfect day? And then it's so funny how many times we said that, given that it ended up being maybe one of the last times people hung out. I mean, Kevin and Rachel's wedding was right after that.
All the mics are hot.
And that technically was kind of the last hurrah. Isn't it funny? It poignant not only because it was a wedding, but because that was like almost like the final celebration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but the Disneyland day was kind of our last day out, I will say, where it was a normal thing. But do you have any on the year anniversary of the final?
I also have Kev mic up too.
Yeah, that's up too if you want. But do you have any thoughts to share on that?
I thought that day sucked.
You didn't have a fun day.
It wasn't fun. No, it was great. I loved it. Fun.
That was genuinely one of the best days of my life, I think. It was really fun.
Oh, yeah. You just pivoted around.
Sorry. They can't see me.
No, it's okay.
Good. I was on the wrong side of the microphone. Yeah, it was very, very magical, especially because it is so poignant that, like, it was the last time we all got to hang out as a group. And
Yeah.
it was like one of the first times we've hung out as a group that big as well. It was crazy, like
Yeah.
having everybody there.
Yeah.
And my mum being there as well, and my sisters, like totally weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was beautiful, and it's a shame that we can't like repeat it right now, but we will.
Yeah.
Soon.
More importantly, our pizza's in the oven.
Oh, our pizzas are in the oven. Okay, guys. Like I said, precursor to pizza. It is on the way.
The fact that we got to ride that new Star Wars ride all together. Was
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wore. I'm not gonna whatever, but I out of remembrance today, I got my Rise of the Resistance shirt on because I'm not gonna. Doesn't matter. But I just had to wear that today. I was just like, oh, we went,
Aw.
dude. We went on that so many times
Yeah.
that day. We lucked out because there through various ways we found our way back onto it. And I said this before, but that's almost the thing I missed there the most because it was taken away. So we had such a good time, and it was like gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun
It was
that day,
awesome.
and seeing everybody, and yeah, it was really like. I'm gonna post some pictures on our Instagram later and stuff like that. But I remember all the characters at the park for some reason kept hassling Garrett. So I have so many pictures of various characters all haranguing him.
It was great.
Probably because he's got the dreads, he looks tough, and you know they think, well, in costume, I can mess with this guy. You know,
Yeah.
normally I wouldn't be able to, but anyway, yeah, that was like a really. I was just reminiscing today. I was just like, oh man, that was.
Yeah.
It feels both not that long ago and generations
So
ago.
yeah, like really, really, it's so weird to think that I've been living here for like over a year now.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen my friends at home
Yeah.
since November 2019. That's so weird.
It's
like,
so crazy. You came here and it was like, oh, you're here. Shut down.
finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't go anywhere.
I can't believe that. But
Yeah, it kind of sucked, but
but that day was really great. And then yeah, the wedding could if you were going to give a send off to gatherings, you couldn't do better than that.
Yeah, to be
because it
fair.
was I know we've talked about it a bunch on here before, but it was like everyone was there. It played to all the things that we love. You know, we played all the stuff. I mean, we played fucking Temporary Secretary, of course. I say we like I chose the playlist as you
I
guys.
chose the
But we were there. I was there. You know, anybody I would have wanted to be there was there. And we had fucking Lucha Libre was awesome and
Yeah.
everything. And I remember saying, like, how could you have a better day than this? This is perfect. And we were talking or something. I don't remember if you said it or not. It was like, yeah, really the only thing I could say was like, it was a little cold, but other than that,
Yeah.
and I remember thinking, well, that just made it even better because first of all, everyone got to wear the cool jackets they never get to in San Diego. So everyone was stoked about that. But it wasn't like cold enough to where, oh no, I can't be out here. It was,
only at night that it got cold.
yeah,
it
but
was-
it was
it was
like,
kinda
okay,
chilly.
everyone put a jacket on, and then what did they do? Sat together by the fire.
Thank you.
Okay, it was fucking wonderful. Like it was, you know, there was nothing you could say. We burned sticks, exactly. I remember that. Roasted marshmallows. It couldn't have been better.
yeah.
I really think it's so funny because over the past year, I've just thought like, yeah, fun night, man. How could you get more fun than that? It was great. But then as time goes on, it's become more special as just like, yeah, that was the final stand
Yeah.
before the end.
It's
but-
crazy
Yeah.
to think. I mean, it makes us feel honored, I think, because it's like, wow, how special that
Yeah.
everybody's like last memorable thing that they did was our wedding. It
Yeah.
makes it very, very special.
But it's also it's part of history now because of when it was.
Yeah.
And I think
We're
of
so lucky.
and I think a part of our history. I don't know. You know, it's not. It may not be in the books. It's in my book. Damn it. But I think back to. I was just saying this the other day when I talked to my parents. I was like, I remember my dad walking into that wedding. We were already there, and my dad walked in and said, "Hey, what's up, everyone? Oh, don't mind me. I've got coronavirus," and he like coughed. Because it was a joke at
Yeah,
that point. It was
it
like, you keep
was.
hearing about this. What is this coronavirus thing? What is that? And he made a joke. And as of that point, I hadn't heard anyone make a joke about it yet. So it was just like, oh, you. And little did we know. And then
Yeah.
we did PAX East was not that long after that. And it was like,
Yeah. I mean,
We shouldn't be here.
my parents were here for like another week and a bit after that, I think.
yeah.
And then they went home. They had like a business thing in Amsterdam, and then they came home from Amsterdam, and it was like, okay, that's it. We
Yeah.
can't leave our house. It's just so scary. Like,
Yeah.
and their business, like, they couldn't do their business anymore because it was golf events. So
Yeah.
that was it, you know.
Man.
It was scary.
Yeah. That really was a scary time, but
It could have been so much worse for us as well.
Yeah.
Like thinking about things, we were lucky that everything kind of timed the way it did.
yeah.
So that, like, especially the visa stuff all came in before November. So
Yeah.
I could come back for game days and it was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this is my first game days living here. This is
Yeah.
crazy. And then because of the visa, it like gives you 90 days to get married. And we were like pushing it because
Yeah.
I couldn't organize anything. So I had to like organize it within those 3 months or
Yeah.
4 months, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You have a very limited window.
Yeah. And so we had to get married in January. And I know so many people, so many other people of my age, like people who I went to school with, who were also planning to get married in 2020 and they couldn't. And it's like,
Damn. Yeah.
if we hadn't done the thing at the right time, I would have been stuck at home. I would have not known when I was coming back to
Yeah.
see you. Like
It
would have
really
been-
did time as much as it
Yeah.
seems like, oh, the timing. It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Yeah. I do know, for the record, I do know a lot of people who pushed through with their wedding and did a
Wow.
Zoom wedding. And every one of them, when I heard the story, I mean, there were some where people were like, hey, that was very well done and very this. But no matter what, good or bad, the thing that I always heard was someone's grandma was like yelling in the middle. It was always like, so what? Yeah, I'm in here.
Yeah.
Turn it down. Yeah. Like we're trying to do vows. Yeah. Anyway, I heard about that every time. But
I need a Billy Idol like a parody. It's a nice day for a Zoom wedding. Someone make that, please.
yeah,
Jesus.
hell yeah.
Somebody's done that for sure. You'll
But
have to YouTube it.
yeah, but it really can't be said enough. The fact that was at the last minute, I still can't get over that.
Yeah.
But anyway, but today was the year mark of the Disneyland trip.
No, it was yesterday, but
Oh, was it
yeah,
yesterday?
it was yesterday.
Was it? What's the
But
date? I
it's
thought
the
it was the 23rd.
No, it's the 22nd.
Really?
We went the Wednesday and the wedding was on the Saturday.
Oh, but you're okay. I'm getting it mixed up because your wedding was the 25th.
25th, yeah.
Okay, I got it mixed up. Damn. Well, I'm a day late and $1 short to posting about it, but I will post about it later. It was a lot of fun.
Thank
I have
you.
all kinds of pictures.
That's really kind.
Pictures from that day of Garrett getting harassed by
That
Chewbacca.
was so funny. And like the end when everybody had their lightsabers and they got my mum in and she
Yeah.
was like having to do it on her own and then they tried to get Kevin to like
Yeah.
fucking do the stupid poster and it was like, please don't make my poor husband do this. Like it was so embarrassing. but-
Remember the one year we did game days photos and the guy made us like he was like that guy put us through a photo shoot.
Yeah.
There was a security
We were
guard
all
guy.
just
He
like,
he just looked
"Woo."
like older tough guy and then we asked him like, could you take a picture for us? And he was like, yeah, I'll take a picture for you. Takes the camera. Okay, we're gonna have all the guys stand up here. Okay, the girls are gonna be down there. Now it's like you guys act like you're using the force on them. Okay, now we're gonna have I want all the guys to have their arm out like that. Okay,
Yep.
don't be afraid, just do it. Okay, now we're gonna have all the girls step in, and they're gonna. Okay, you guys all look really strong. Okay, yeah, you do that. Okay, and now let's do more of a cute pose. Okay, now he had like a whole gamut of things to go through. We were like. What I thought this was just a security guard. Like,
It was
what
ridiculous.
happened? He had a whole plan. It was a half-hour photo shoot. It was crazy.
Yeah, Ryan said it was like prom photos.
Yeah,
It was exactly
he had
what
us
it
all
was.
take
It was
like
so
prom
weird.
photos. It was like, what happened? What is this?
I feel like he thought that we were teens, but like we obviously aren't. I don't get it.
I mean, we put out a video where we were fake skateboarding and they posted us on every blog saying, look at these drunk teens
Oh my
pretending to skateboard until they puke. So
Dude.
nobody knows.
I will say a good memory I have from your wedding is there was a point where like I went to the bartender and she had a bottle of vodka and then she kind of like had a thing of Cactus Cooler and she was like, I was like, yeah, fuck it, do it up.
I
that
love
was
that
the cocktail.
Cactus Cooler was so rampant at this wedding.
Yeah.
It was
Well, we had to
like
make sure.
every picture that's been of this wedding, there's always somewhere in it
Mm-hmm.
Cactus Cooler, like whatever. And it's like, why did that become the ongoing theme?
Well,
but
we had to make sure. It
couldn't
was
have
like
been better.
things that were really specific to us.
Yeah.
Cactus Cool as well.
No, that was like the signature on the painting.
Yeah.
That was like, we got Cactus Cool. Oh, you better believe we got Cactus Cooler.
It was so funny.
And I remember my dad after that wedding saying, speaking of the vodka thing,
Yeah.
I remember my dad when it was over saying, he's like, I knew that wedding was tailor-made to you guys. That's why it was so good. I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. Because they had all that booze just sitting there. And one by one, I kept seeing someone. He said, during the day, one by one, everyone walking up going, Cactus Cooler. And then he's like, and then when it became night, that stopped. And it became, oh, hot cocoa.
Yeah.
He's like, that was all day. He's like, they had every booze imaginable. And then, well, they just have hot cocoa here. What? Yeah, I could just make my own hot cocoa. They have marshmallows?
Yeah.
He's like, that's what I saw all day. It was just people overjoyed to have one of those things.
We knew our audience, so
he
we
totally
got, some
did.
wine, we got some champagne,
Yeah.
we got like 2 big bottles of spirits because
Yeah.
there was a limit. You're not allowed to like serve spirits after
Yeah.
a certain hour, so I think it's like 1 hour of spirits and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were like, well, no point in buying loads of this, but let's make sure that we've got a lot of soda because we know that like not everybody that we know is like a big drinker.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got enough for the people that we knew would, and that was
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah,
we
Weren't-
were left with stuff.
Wasn't there a ton of leftover beers? Didn't you bring those
Tons.
here or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I gave it to my dad to bring to his office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
To
was
give
it.
them to
Like
me.
not that many people drink, but I mean, we knew Sean and Eric
Yeah.
were like beer drinkers, and we were
Yeah,
like, we're
yeah.
not really sure about anybody else.
Yeah.
So
But I just remember that, and then there was a lot of leftover meat, which was great.
Oh, there was
from,
loads of
from
leftover
Lucha Libre,
Yep.
and then
Yeah, we
I
brought
was
that
eating
in,
good
didn't
for a
we?
few days after that wedding.
Eric was dressed like he went to your wedding to steal a jewel. He had like a turtleneck on and like a
looked so
mustache.
sharp.
Like he looked like he was gonna steal something.
He
It was
looked like he
awesome.
was like a Days of Future Past, like an X-Men
Yeah.
gone back to the
Oh, yeah.
70s to like I need to retrieve something.
that's so
I
funny.
don't mean that in a bad way. I mean,
Oh
it
yeah,
was a
no, he looked
compliment.
cool.
But
Yeah, he did. Jared used that image of him in some weird like GIF the other day. Did you see that? He
Yeah.
like posted something on Cheap Ass Gamer, and then it had Eric in it, just like giving a thumbs up.
Yeah.
At our wedding, it was funny.
that was great. I remember being super pissed off with a lot of these things where I have to wear like nicer clothes, I always think I have all that. Like, oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to wear. And every single time it's the same thing. I open all my shit and I'm like, oh, this is all fucked up. None of this
no.
fit. Like I felt like king asshole that day. It was like I could have been way more prepared and ready
were
for this.
There was no like formality to the dress. It was just like dress to expect. You know, you're
Yeah,
going to a
but-
party. It's not like a big.
I kept thinking I had a nice shirt though, and it's like, oh no, this is one I wore when I was like 18, and it's like I like ran over it or something. It looked terrible.
I was freaking the fuck out because every day I would go to like 3 different stores trying to find like nice clothes.
Really?
And I couldn't find anything cheap at all.
Yeah.
And then like the last day, like the night before, I was like, I'm just gonna go into a Marshalls, and they had
Hell yeah.
fucking everything for cheap. I was
That's
so
awesome.
hyped. I wore this jacket though over it because I wanted to look cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
That was the caveat because we wanted to have it in January because obviously we didn't have any other time. And it was good because we got a discount because it's out of wedding season.
Yeah, which again blows my mind because that was like in January in California. Okay, who cares? It was
Yeah.
a phenomenal time to do it.
4 minutes away.
Oh, pizza! We are minutes away from pizza. But it was
But
great.
yeah, like we wanted to have it outside. We had all the big heaters, but obviously like it wasn't, you know, the big propane heaters that you can stand underneath.
Yeah,
You have to be standing underneath for
Yeah.
like them to be warm. So we did tell everybody like bring a jacket
Yeah.
at least. I danced like the whole night. Like I barely sat down. I barely like did anything that
Yeah.
wasn't on the dance floor. And I had this really cute little bolero jacket that was going over my thing, and I wore it for like 20 minutes, got
Yeah.
way overheated and took it off, and I never put it on again. I'm really sad that I didn't get more photos in
Yeah.
that because it was cute as hell. But
are you gonna have him set it on the table?
Oh shit.
Okay.
pizza time.
Are you good, Kevin? Do you need help? Okay.
He's carried a million pizzas before. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
Remember that video?
Yeah.
Do we want to
Forever.
take any calls before pizza comes?
Yeah. When the pizza gets here,
when the
should I
pizza
end
drops.
this? Should I end this or
If you want, I'm down to eat pizza and chat. but-
I am too.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I need
let's
to
at
finish
least
my
take a call.
Genshin commission
So if you
stuff.
want to call in on our Discord, we'll talk about whatever. This is very like no
Yeah.
frills.
Well, thank you for the nice words about
Yeah.
the wedding and stuff.
No, it was great. I really signify that as the end of an era.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god, the end of being able to hang out.
Yeah.
I will be back. I'm just going to go and finish my Genshin commissions.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk to Random Ortiz. Random Ortiz.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hello, can you hear us?
The man's got goatees for days.
Yeah. How's everything going with you?
Good, good. I'm currently in my hotel right now.
Oh, you're in a hotel again.
Yeah, they got me traveling for the weekend.
Yeah, they always got you. You know, you're your man about town. You never stay put.
I know every time you guys have like a big like streaming event, I'm always traveling. They always got me traveling every time you guys.
It's like they know they don't want you to, be a couch potato at home. They want to like, no, we got to get
Big
him going.
streaming event.
Well, did you have a comment or question or anything you want to share?
Oh, they got me a couch. Yeah. So I know the other night, I shared we were sharing thoughts about like local places to eat and stuff, and I mentioned meatheads.
Yeah, we got our meathead. A meathead shirt is on the way. So
Nice.
after we crash their website,
I just got mine before traveling yesterday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you went and picked
Oh,
yours
yeah.
up in person, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
But related to that, I was wanting to ask you because like the last I guess couple of years, you started getting really into like brand clothing.
Yeah.
What made you start doing that?
I think it's a sense of humor for me. It's a part of my sense of humor, I think, where I don't know how to describe it. I've always thought something with a brand name really big on it has always been funny. Like it's kind of don't take this the wrong way. It's like kind of gross. Like you know what I mean? It's almost like Sears. I love Sears. Or it's like it's kind of almost dystopian a little bit. Like, I want a hoodie that says Walmart. It seems so extreme. It's almost like why some people might like zombies or gore on a shirt. Like I like to have like the McDonald's logo. It's like it's just kind of like I don't know how
ironic.
It's sort of ironic. Like, I fucking love this giant company.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something.
It's almost funny that
funny
there would
about
be someone who'd wear that unironically.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's always been funny to me. Even when I was a kid, it's like if I had a shirt that said Cheez-Its on it, I would have loved it. That's always been my sense of humor for some reason.
Yeah, I kind of started doing that with so I started working part-time for a minor league baseball team about 5 years ago, and I got really into minor league baseball and just how goofy their names are.
Okay.
And even now with this job, I'm trying to traveling to like those local spots that have minor league teams, and they have like goofy names like Jumbo Shrimp, and they're getting like shirts and hats of them.
Yeah.
So it's more goofier than the actual like major league teams. And I just love I can see why you do that too.
Yeah. It just taps into something. I don't know. But anyway,
I mean, there's a lot of places now that's starting to like. I guess that place I forgot it was a Dumb Good you ordered from. Like meths in it.
Yeah,
they start doing like those type of goofy stuff too.
Yeah,
now.
they all have a lot of great stuff. But yeah, cool. Well, great to hear from you. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care, guys.
And enjoy your travels. Stay safe. Travel.
Absolutely.
Stay put for once, for crying out loud.
I hope. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye. If I can find the clicker. Sorry, this might be awkward. I don't know where the presser is. It's jumping from monitor to monitor. There we go.
Yeah, that's weird.
I
love saying clicker.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
That's maximum grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk to Nakaim. I don't know how to say their name. There's us.
What's up?
Hello?
Yo.
Should I hit a thing to make it bigger?
I think
If you want.
2 or 3 years ago, in MLK week, I asked, there was a bit where, what's the point of his call?
Oh yeah.
And you picked up my call, and I said that I love the Oceans movies, and I think Oceans 12 is the best one. And
Oh.
I'm excited for Oceans 8.
Oh, okay.
Well, what do you guys think about the Oceans movies?
I haven't seen all of them.
I saw Ocean's 11 once.
Yeah.
Thought it was decent. Thought it was good.
Yeah.
I never saw Ocean's 12, and then Ocean's 13. Someone, what was it? Someone insisted on seeing it, and I was like, I haven't seen 12, but they were like, no, I really want to see this. I was like, okay, and I think I fell asleep through the entire thing. Like I opened up, and they were like, they just stole something, and then it was over.
There was that Soderbergh movie. Those are all Soderbergh, right? The
Yeah,
first few?
I believe so.
Yeah.
He did that one with Channing Tatum and
Logan Lucky.
Magic
Logan
Mike?
Lucky.
Oh,
I
okay.
really like that. That was fun. That
It's
was
a
like
really good movie, yeah.
that was like Hillbilly Ocean's 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any other ones. I haven't seen the new
There
one.
was an article about why sequels suck. And one of the examples was that Ocean's 12 wasn't supposed to be Ocean's 12. It was supposed to be a movie called Honor Among Thieves.
Oh
And
shit!
they just reworked it into being Ocean's 12.
Oh.
Damn.
And it was supposed to be about two rival robbers trying to outplay each other. And that basically became Ocean's 12. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of like Ocean's 12, regardless of that.
Okay.
Because, the first one is fun. It's flashy. It's Las Vegas. The premise of robbing 3 casinos at the same time is exciting. But then the curveball, like what the second movie is like the opposite of that. Everything goes to shit. It's not Las Vegas. It's European countries, pretty gray and everything, and it's like an art movie. I think
Okay.
the
I mean,
cinematography is weird.
No getting around it. It's
Yeah.
definitely.
It's definitely art.
But
And,
I haven't seen it. I can't comment on that. But I'm just going off of what I hear in the film community.
And basically, Ocean's 8. Back then, a couple of years ago, I said I was excited for Ocean's 8. It's a good movie. It's the
Yeah.
worst one.
Oh,
but
is
it's
it?
Yeah.
Is that the Aquafina one?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah, she didn't. I thought. Yeah, I didn't know. Did Sandra Bullock kick ass in it or
Yeah.
anything? Or
Oh,
Yeah, she was pretty good. Yeah. But basically, one of the biggest problems I have with the movie is that if there's a problem, it gets resolved in the next scene,
oh yeah,
which
that's
isn't
bullshit.
the case in the originals.
Yeah,
Where there's a problem and you don't really know how they're going to solve it, but they have solved it.
Yeah.
But you just don't know that they solved it.
yeah. And that's really kind of thus the whole procedure.
Yeah.
You think they're going to do an Ocean's 9? What if they
I don't
keep
think
doing
so.
them until they bridge the gap, and then it's Ocean's 11, and then the women and the men join together? Yeah, Ryan
there
said
was
it in the chat though.
supposed to be-
He said Ocean's 8 was not great because they were never in danger or had to get out of a problem.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that multiple
Exactly.
times. Yeah.
There was one hiccup in the actual heist, and like in the previous movies, the premise was that there's a problem, but you don't know if they're gonna solve it.
Yeah.
The problem that comes up is kind of planned still,
Yeah.
kinda, and bridging the movies. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. We're probably shit out of luck.
It kind of gets teased, I think, a little bit, but
Yeah.
a lot of that went to shit because Matt Damon got Me Too'd, and he was supposed to make a cameo in the movie, and then when it's a female-driven movie, so the female actors kind of canceled him.
Yeah. Well, who knows what is going to happen?
So
if he was on the set.
there's a couple like cameos and references to the originals, but I don't think it's going to happen, especially when Bernie Mac has been absent for some years.
Yeah, where's he been?
I don't know. Is he like a restaurant waiter or something?
I don't know. And Mr.
3000.
Yeah, what was it? Mr. Andre 3000 or something. Was that the movie? I don't know. Anyway,
My grandpa once got that stuck in a DVD player. Yeah, and he freaked out because he had to return it to Blockbuster.
how do you get it stuck?
know.
How does a disc
I
get
don't
stuck?
think
A
he knew how-
VHS, I get
I
it.
don't think he
But-
knew how to open it. But he
Yeah.
was like, "It's fucking stuck. I need to return it."
How does it get stuck?
I just remember
It's a
getting it
disc.
open and seeing Bernie Mac with like a baseball bat on the disc. Or whatever.
You had to use a baseball bat to open the
Yeah.
DVD player. Anyway, well, good to get this stuff out in the open. It's about time somebody talked about it. And shame on Matt Damon and I'm hoping for Ocean's 9. I'm hoping they make Ocean's 1 where it just kind of boils it down.
If it has to be said, one of the best parts about Ocean's 13 is Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's right. The original Godfather. Do a Godfather Ocean's crossover where they got to steal from the Corleone family or something. He's not going to protect himself.
If they just would make one last movie with most of the original cast, I would be up for it.
Yeah, I'd be down. Do Ocean's 1000 and get everybody in there. I don't do the crossover of a lifetime.
Get Frank Sinatra in there.
Who?
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, get Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, get the whole Rat Pack in there.
Yeah,
and they're fighting. They don't even sing anymore. They're like, no, we're here to fight. And fuck it, get all the 300. You could do Ocean's 300 and get them in there. Make it Ocean's 311, and then you get a chill soundtrack too. You know by who? It could be all of that, all the above. Ocean's 2000. Oh, Ocean's 2001. Get Dave Bowman in there. They use HAL 9000 to crack the Bellagio computer.
and then
they're like, wait, we need to sign in and punch in our time card here. And then all of a sudden, I can't let you do that, Steve Wynn.
Yeah, and then the last
Steve
movie
Wynn.
is Ocean's 2020. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, Ocean's
2020.
Ocean's 100, get the Dalmatians fucking in there. They start biting everybody. Ocean's 3000, get Bernie Mac is bat.
He'll come back.
Or I was gonna say Bernie Mac is back, but I just said is bat, but he's got a bat.
He's at bat.
Dude, hey.
Yeah.
Crossover between Ocean's the Ocean's team and Power Man 5000.
Yeah, get him. Yeah, when worlds collide.
Yeah.
It's automatic. Ocean's. I'm out of numbers here. Ocean's 21. Get the Jump Street guys in there.
Yeah.
Ocean.
Yeah, and 22. Of course.
Yeah, get Ocean's 16. Get the 16 and pregnant kids in there.
Ocean's 47. You could kind of play it as a hitman.
Yeah,
movie.
get a hitman in there,
Dude.
Get Ocean's 182. I don't know why that got me. Get Ocean's 182. Get all the small things going. Ocean's.
Ocean's 3 doors down.
Yeah, Ocean's 3. Yeah, just Ocean's 3.
Yeah.
You can't call him Superman after that. Ocean's 12, get the Dirty Dozen D12 in there. They got purple pills or whatever. Ocean's 1917. Dude, and the whole movie is one
shot,
take.
yeah.
It's all one take, and Sandra Bullock's got to run through those explosions.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
One shot.
Ocean's
movie.
1984 would be a little too Orwellian. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'd be into that. I don't know if I'd like that. But Ocean's 1984, I just said that, but like the Wonder Woman version, that'd be cool because it'd be 3 hours
Yeah.
and nothing would happen. But so, what alternate take on it. Anyway, thank you for your call. I think we covered some important ground in the world of film and filmmaking. I feel good.
I agree.
Ocean's.
Thanks for picking up.
7-Eleven.
Ocean's 2049, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys remember if there was a movie, I think, with Jack Black and Michael Cera called Year One?
Yeah, do that.
You could do Ocean's Year One.
That's what I'm saying. Ocean's 1, and they got to steal from the cave. I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, thank you for your call.
Steal the Dead Sea Scrolls.
I don't know why that was. I didn't know what to think about that call at first.
Yeah, it got good. At the
It
end,
became a great. That became a great call. Thank you for that, Nakaim. I think I don't know how to say the name,
Me either.
but I thank him nonetheless. Okay. Talk to Mr. Brawl. Mr. Brawl.
Mr. Brawl.
Brawl. That
Hell,
name
man,
again
that was
is
the bitchest
Mr. Brawl.
move ever. I was set. Don't throw the load out yet.
The fuck?
I don't know. Let's just
No.
see what happens.
Buy me back. I died.
They were listening to a private conversation. Hello? Yeah? Yeah, I think someone said it in the chat. He's in in-game chat or something.
Oh fuck. He doesn't know. He's playing fucking Halo or some shit.
What? Okay, I'm gonna get loud real quick
Yeah.
so nobody jumps. Ready? Hey!
I'll look at them.
Huh? Ah! Ah! Mom?
They're right there. Got him.
Oh, he got him, dude.
Okay, I got
He
him.
fucking got him, dude.
He got him. Well, at least he got the kill.
Yeah, he got the
got the
kill.
kill.
God, thank
He,
God.
he got the chicken dinner. He's good.
Whenever he's available, he can talk to us.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. That was the best call yet. Ted Squire.
Oh, yo.
What's up, Ted?
Yo, what's happening, guys?
Hey, Ted, you ready to talk? Never heard that.
Yeah.
You can give me a Rocco's Modern Life later. It's okay.
Okay. It's funny you say that because
Whoops.
Some other guy.
Shit. Oh shit.
some other guy- yeah, I know. it's
Son of
weird.
a bitch. What did I do?
I have no clue.
Wait. I figured it out. Sorry. Okay,
it's
that's
okay.
better.
Anyway, guys, what you guys doing? Just hanging out, waiting for pizza?
Yeah. What do you think? We're on the stream.
Kevin?
I think Kevin left.
Kevin's doing some Ocean's 12 shit.
Yeah, he's doing Oceans 2021.
Yeah.
Talk more about oceans if you guys have like 40 minutes or so.
No.
Yeah. This is funny.
But no, anyway, so I sent you guys some figures recently, like last month, and just want to know what you guys thought.
Hell, badass. Yeah, pretty much my favorite
Rad.
ones.
Awesome.
They were.
Oh, no.
Yeah, what was the one? What was your favorite one that you sent? That
I don't know. Hold on. Let's see here. They kind of look like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those. Okay, now I remember.
Yeah, me
Sorry.
too.
Yeah. No, we had a couple. We had some people send some Evangelion figures, and then we had those too. But no, those were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one on my desk. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I it took like a week to make those, but yeah, I mean that's what I've been in lockdown is just fucking grinding away at this shit.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I know some people who are doing the same thing. Actually, they're like painting a lot of stuff and putting stuff together. That's fun. I wish I could get into that. I just don't have the eye for it.
Right. Yeah, it took me like I don't know, maybe like 5 years to invest.
Damn.
Like,
It took you 5 years to paint one?
no. But sometimes, sometimes it fucking feels like 5 years. But yeah, I've been using this time to get better. Here, I can show you. So I got this guy over here. I just finished up.
Damn. Oh, that is ridiculous. That's insane. Oh my gosh.
Thanks. Let's see here. I've got that I did.
Oh my gosh, the detail on that tank. That looks like that's some Metal Slug shit right there.
That's some Metal Slug shit.
That was my first thought. I was like, is that Metal Slug?
This guy I did a couple years ago, but
Damn, that is nuts. Man, that's crazy. Oh, what is that? Yeah. Pizza's here.
Pizza's here.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but the pizza has arrived.
Got to get that za. I understand.
Who got the pan?
I did. Did I make a mistake? Is that no good? No. It's the only one in a different box than the other ones.
Yeah.
So now I'm worried if I went against the grain.
I got 2 ranch sauces, everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
what kind
did?
of za-
Did you? Anyway, sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt what was happening.
That's all good.
But those are
you guys-
incredible. Those details are
Uh,
amazing. I painted a figure for the first time early this year or late last year, but they put out Power Rangers monsters, but they weren't painting them. Like they didn't have detail on their face and stuff like that. They did such a bad job. So I'd never done that before. I was like, no, I want these, but I want to paint them. And I got the like the Gundam markers.
So I saw that post, and
Yeah.
I actually recommend if you ever have to do anything like that in the future. There's a couple products.
Okay.
So this wash right here, Null Oil, this is like really good for like, getting into the crack,
Yeah.
we're saying that that what was it, the pumpkin guy, pumpkin rat?
Yeah. I think I know exactly I think somebody told me about this. Like
Yeah.
you do like a black wash over it, right?
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
This will get. It'll really it'll cause it to pop. If you want to get a little bit, this is a little bit more advanced.
Yeah.
This is an enamel wash. So basically, it's oil based. So it'll do the same thing but it'll be a lot more vibrant. The only problem with this is that you have to varnish it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how cool you are with that, but like
Yeah, I'm pretty dumb with all this stuff.
I mean, this stuff is like pretty basic.
Yeah, okay.
So
I might have to check that out. That's really cool.
yeah, you can just get it at any like comic book store that like sell Warhammer stuff or movies really carry this stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I recommend.
Cool. I'll check it out. Well, thank you very much for your call. Appreciate it. That was cool seeing all that stuff. And thanks. Be sure to share some more with us sometime.
I will. All right, guys.
All right. Take care. Have a good
Bye.
one. Goodbye. Okay. I'm going to.
No, pan is good. It's like crispy and.
Maybe I didn't want crispy. You ever think about that? I almost got like the thin crust thing. I was just like, I haven't had that, but no. You know what? I made the right choice. I went with because we argued bacon so much. I got it. I never get that, but I did. Oh, you got olives.
I got olives, bacon, sausage, and pepperoni.
I did go pepperoni. I got mushroom, and I got the bacon, and I think I put feta cheese, but I don't see that over here. But it's okay. We're perfectly fine. But all that feta arguing made me long for it.
I got ham, spinach, and mushroom.
Ham, spinach, and mushroom.
Yeah. But
Wow.
I'm dunking it in hot buffalo sauce, and it's amazing.
Wait, you didn't like buffalo sauce, Kevin? Did you?
I love buffalo sauce.
Oh, okay. I made a huge mistake and did not grab a napkin or any of that.
Oh,
Me too. I'm vibing though.
Could you hand me like some of those? Is that okay? Sorry, I did not realize. I was like, oh yeah, let me use them. Oh. Thank you so much, Kevin. I feel so bad. You've been like giving me all. Oh, here's all your stuff. Thank you. Taking care of me like I'm a fucking baby. But thank you, I appreciate it. How did everything go with the hand? Was the handoff okay?
it was good. Yeah. It said it was delivered before. It was delivered.
That's dangerous territory. That happens to me at home all the time, and it's always I know exactly, it's someone else's porch, and I look there every time. When it says it was delivered, I just walk out, and I know exactly where it is. And there's always confusion. Okay. Let's talk to B.
Yes.
Oh shit!
What the?
VTuber status.
Oh my God, V.
We have an actual VTuber calling in, guys. This is huge.
VTuber.
This
This
is
is,
from. Is this from Japan?
This
from
is
Japan.
Corona, or whatever her name is. Coronavirus.
Yeah, it's Corona-chan.
Corona-chan.
Aw.
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, that's okay.
Hi, V.
It's okay. We were talking anyway. It was
Hi.
annoying.
I was just calling because I miss my friends.
Oh yeah, no, we do too. We were just. You heard us reminiscing about all that, I presume.
Yeah, I got done crying and I figured I would
Oh.
call.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I got my tears out earlier. I'm afraid to say that.
It's just that I didn't realize we were coming up on Rachel's wedding anniversary.
Yeah. How crazy.
I didn't even think about that.
No. Yeah, it really is crazy. That was like the last frontier of human social exposure.
It feels like so much longer than a year ago.
Yeah, it does. And like at the same time, it feels like it was not that long ago.
Yeah, totally. Time has no meaning anymore.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, it really is weird how these months have flown by, but it also feels like a bygone era. Like it feels like it's still March from last year, and then at the same time, when people mention stuff like this, it feels like we're talking about like Civil War era.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, oh, back when we did that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. This is such a weird rift in time. Anyway, I'm happy that we could commemorate it with Domino's Pizza.
Me too. Would you
Why
ever?
are people saying my voice is fake?
What?
Just people in the chat are saying my voice is fake. Anyway, I was just calling because I miss everybody, and I want to say hi to Kevin and Rachel and Johnny. I know we don't know each other, but
Hello.
maybe we will.
Definitely.
We love
I was
you,
gonna
B.
ask Rocco, would you ever switch to being a VTuber? Like, would you do that?
No, no, it's too much software. You know, it's like I got to install another thing. No, just make them look at my ugly ass face. It's way easier.
What am I using? I use. Wait, what'd you say?
Oh no! I was saying it's too much software to do. He was asking me if I would go the VTuber route, but
okay.
I don't
You
think so.
should.
No, I know.
Not
I
that
already
hard.
know you use Microsoft Excel or whatever.
Yeah, Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
I know Garrett has done it before though.
Yo, yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and especially like for nights like this where I look ugly, I could just be a VTuber and no one can see me.
You never look ugly. Stop it.
Well, yeah. Meanwhile, we're on camera just eating pizza.
Yeah, I
full-
look like fucking. I look like the hamster behind you right now.
just a
Super
monster
glad
eating
that I'm not on
garbage.
camera.
Beautiful. Rachel, I know you look beautiful. I can't even see you.
Yeah, but I'm shoveling pizza into my mouth. So
But yeah, well, yeah, we you know, everyone misses you too, and we miss the good times. Everyone was down here, and I'm glad. I really am glad that like we had something like that just before it all ended.
Yeah, me too. There was like no point in me calling in other than to say like that was so much fun, and I hope that we can do that again soon. Like game days or whatever it is. I just want to see everybody.
Yeah,
take a
that's
big
great.
trip
What did you
together
think of
or
the Ocean's movies? How would you rank those?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
11
that-
through 13,
that
and then
they're
8.
good.
That's on its own list.
Yeah, Oceans. What was it? Oceans 1984.
Yeah.
Was that one of them? Or Oceans 2077?
What about? Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Ocean's 2077. They all have cyber attachments.
Dude.
cyber dicks.
Hold on.
And
That was a great
Keanu's
call,
in it.
by the way.
Yeah, that was a good call. I agree. Wait, hold on. Oceans. What's the room 237 or what was it? Oceans 237. It could be. It's all the.
I thought you
The
meant
Shining.
1408.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I thought.
Oceans 1408. And you get that fucked up room involved.
Ocean's A24 is really already.
Yeah, Ocean's A24, and they're just doing all kinds of avant-garde shit.
Oceans 311 is cracking me up.
Yeah, Ocean's 311 was just be chill. It's like, should we steal something? No, I'm good, man. I don't need anything. Yeah, Ocean's 1313. What is 1313? What is that from? Star Wars? Sea Lab 2021. Yeah, Oceans 2021. Yeah, they have to
Oh my
steal.
god, someone said the lost numbers.
Oceans 4, 8,
4,
15,
8,
16.
16.
We know the rest. That's great. Everyone here knows the West. By the way, there is, what did I say earlier? There is feta cheese crumbles on this. They were singed and under other things, but it's here and it's delicious. Anyway.
Glad they added it and didn't forget to.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's basically how I'm feeling right now.
Last time I got this pizza, it was all on just one side, but I definitely did not pick all on one side. Thank you. It was dropped.
Right?
So-
It had to have been dropped.
Yeah.
Your pizza looked like that was some mutant.
It looked like a
stuff.
fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
But mine was like weird that night too. I got mine looked like it went through like an electromagnetic pulse or something. Like it looked like
EMP.
yeah, it looked like a Last of Us 2 boss encounter. It was just weird. Anyway, but mine is good today for the record.
Mine's awesome.
Mine's excellent. So anyway, yeah, you
Anyway,
picked a great
yeah,
time to
I'll be
call.
out
We're
there,
just
but-
slopping this stuff down. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want me to keep saying things, or do you want to hang up on me?
Oh, yeah. Keep saying things. We're eating here, so just keep saying things.
Okay. I postmated a large Coke from McDonald's, and it's extra crispy. It's really good.
Oh, what? Oh, what was it?
I thought you said a large Coke.
A large Coke.
How is it crispy?
Oh, crispy like
It's
it's a
crisp.
crisp.
Oh.
Let me see.
I can't Postmate stuff like that. I would feel bad if I just made a dude get me a drink.
Yeah, but
he's
getting paid.
Yeah, that's true. I've done it before, but like I feel bad every time.
I also feel bad, but I really wanted a Coke, and I didn't want to drive and get it.
Dude,
I feel that.
Postmates hated on PB and J earlier. I can't support that.
Oh yeah.
They banned me for life, so fuck them. Yeah.
What?
I
What?
got other stuff besides a Coke, but
Dude, yeah, McDonald's Coke,
I was
man.
mostly
there's-
excited about the Coke.
That's like the best drink of all time,
It's so good.
other than like water.
Yeah.
Why did you?
Water's okay.
Yeah. Why did you get banned? Do you have
Okay.
any idea why you got banned?
I have a story. It's not exciting. It's very confusing, and I don't understand why. But it was at the time my girlfriend's birthday, and she wanted one of those exposable like cameras from Best Buy that just like spit out a Polaroid. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah. So
Is it Insta?
yeah.
Insta-
Like those Fujimax ones.
Instax, yeah.
And Best Buy was on Postmates.
What?
And I was like, oh, fuck. So I just put it in, and I was like, oh, get me the Fujimax thing. It'll get there on her birthday, the day of. And so I did that. An hour passed, and then it just says you're banned for life. And,
Because of the Best Buy activity?
yeah, well, okay. So they canceled on me, and I was like, okay, I didn't think anything of it. And then a couple like years passed, and I'm like, oh, I have Postmates. I should use that because it was like starting to be like the Uber Eats was starting, and all like people were using it more. And it just said you have not paid us, and we are closing your account forever. And I went, okay. And I was like, I didn't buy anything. And then I tried to go through their means to like undo the thing, and it just said you're banned. Like I'll download Postmates right now. I'm telling you,
I have
like,
a warrant right now.
dude,
Oh,
I'm gonna download Postmates right now.
You have a current warrant.
Let's see.
Out for your arrest.
we're gonna check to see if Johnny is still on the service or not. I've never used Postmates.
I just use Uber Eats.
They just banned you for ordering something?
Yeah, I think they thought like something probably happened with the credit card exchange or something on their side, and they thought I was doing something fraudulent.
I got a thing like that the other day too, though, about like not paying us. I got a thing from there's some company we work with that yeah, they messaged me. I asked them a question about something, and then they messaged back like, well, you know, we don't, what was it? They sent me some snooty response where it was like, well, we don't talk with, you know, if we don't get paid, like there's no reason to whatever. And it was like, what do you mean? And then they showed me that there was a thing, but none of their things to request payment had ever gone through. I was like, yeah, I've never seen this before. So it's not that interesting of a
So
story. It's not that interesting of a story,
so
but
weird though.
well, sometimes things like that are just don't.
Yo, let me sign in.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
Unbanned. Get a camera from Best Buy.
Fuck yeah.
Gotta try again.
I think we might be good now. Usually when I would download the app, it would just be a splash screen that said you're banned. But it let me sign in, so fuck it.
Maybe a bunch of people were going through the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
You should get a Coke from McDonald's.
That's exactly what I'm about to do.
They'll let you do it just for that? Like,
I'm gonna say make it extra crispy.
Yeah, extra crispy.
you like
You
like
don't
their,
even have to ask. It'll just be extra crispy.
yeah, you don't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
You like their fries too, or what?
I love their fries.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that
I
is
love
like
fries.
if McDonald's just ejected the rest, I wouldn't even bat an eye.
Yeah.
However, they used to have those at Disneyland. They had a stand
McDonald's
there
fries?
that they had a deal with McDonald's for years where they just had a booth in Frontierland that had it was a wagon, like an old-timey wagon, and all they had was McDonald's fries.
Whoa.
I feel like and then their deal ended. This was years ago, and they never brought it back. I feel like whenever the parks open again, if they did that now, I feel like that would be like an Instagram hotspot, right? Everyone would take their picture of their
Absolutely.
McDonald's fries, right? I feel like that would be big. They should do that.
I would love that. What the
even if they
hell?
charged like way too much for them, people would go like, fuck it, you got to have McDonald's fries. Like I feel like that would be big.
It would be huge, yeah. And like McDonald's has really good cookies too. A lot of people don't know that, but they're really good. So usually when I Postmates McDonald's, I get large Coke, 3 chocolate chip cookies, and medium fries.
Oh, that's a good order right there.
That's a
Okay,
great order.
hold on. I tried to place an order just to test it out. Unable to place your order.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Still banned. Banned for life. I think it's like based on my iCloud account probably.
Wow. That sucks.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. I use
Should
Uber
open up
Eats.
a dispute.
Yeah.
I like Uber Eats way
Dispute that shit.
more though. I like it a lot better.
Yeah, that's typically what I use. But whatever software they use sends them to my neighbor almost every time. So I order it and then I'm perched on my porch like a little mongoose or whatever. I don't know what animal. Like that. And then it says delivered and then I
Gargoyle.
spring to my neighbor's house and there it is, hot and ready on their porch next to some kids' rollerblades. That is almost
That
every
happens to
time.
me sometimes too, and I always feel weird like creeping over to my neighbor's porch getting
Yeah.
it.
To steal your own food back.
Yeah.
Dude, the other day I had to give a dude like a bad review. It was super late at night. I was so hungry. I was dieting, but then I was like, it hit this point where I was so hungry. I'm like, fuck it. I'm getting McDonald's. No, it was Jack in the Box. I was like, give me those fucking 2 tacos. So I ordered all this shit, and the guy arrives at like 2 a.m. I just hear like blaringly loud music. And then all of a sudden I hear him come to my door, and I lock the door so they can't get to my doorbell. And I just hear him shaking the door. And I was like, what
God.
the fuck is this guy doing?
2
And he just-
a.m..
Whatever, he puts it down and leaves. Terrible.
He didn't knock, he just shook the door.
Yeah, I mean, I put in the thing like, don't ring my doorbell,
Yeah.
don't do anything, just drop it.
It's
and
2
leave.
a.m. text.
But he shook the fucking door.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Yeah, usually when I order Postmates too, I tell them like, don't ring on the doorbell, don't knock on the door, because my dogs are so loud.
Aw.
And some people just simply choose not to see it.
Yeah, I do that all the time too, but I mean, I don't have dogs. I can see you. Like I'll be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this food. I'm going to be sitting right there. I'm waiting for you. And they'll still do it. They'll like, they'll be ringing my neighbor's doorbell.
Fuck that.
That sucks.
Do you remember when Uber Eats did that McDonald's thing where they had like McDonald's merchandise
don't
and then they
remind me.
didn't?
Not only did they not give me any of that stuff, but that food, it felt like it had been in this guy's trunk for 2 weeks. Like it was all cold and soggy and shit. And then
Ugh.
the cookies that you mentioned, I've had them in the past. They're wonderful. But the ones at Uber Eats, it was like they were like loose from the bottom of his car or something. Like they were like,
Oh my god.
yeah, they were terrible. It was like they were like loose at the bottom of the bag and like all like, I don't know. It was like it had all like sat outside for a couple weeks. I don't know.
That's gross.
It was bad. There was a fillet of fish in there, and it was like a Nerf football.
Disgusting.
Recently for McDonald's, I figured out this new food hack. Feel free to do this at home. Order a fucking McFlurry and some cookies. Make your own sandwich. It's pretty good.
Oh.
Ooh,
True
that
fat
is-
boy hours.
That'd be way too wet. What are you talking about?
It was awesome. You just
True fat boy hour.
true fat boy hours. I just took one cookie. The fucking McFlurry comes with that stupid spoon. You take it, boom, one cookie, and then you put the other one on top.
But it's
Sandwich.
like wet ice cream. It's not. It's like.
It's. I
It's
mean,
like soft serve.
it was still good.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'm sure it
good.
tastes good. I'm just
You said
imagining
true.
you
You
pressing
said
down and it just squirting out.
Oh yeah.
you said true fat boy hours, and it reminded me to get the garlic dip for this pizza. You said that, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Fat boy hours.
Never forget who you are. So I'm gonna be busting that open. Rant. I got an epic rant.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to do. Let me stop chewing first. Say something until I'm done chewing.
I don't have much to say. I'm
All right, I'm
also
done.
chewing.
Beep, beep, boop,
Okay,
boop.
so we've been ordering pizza lately because we were filming stuff here at the studio, things like that. Papa John's was the first place I remember that had the garlic dip stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone else followed suit. Now, what is that garlic dip shit? Okay.
Is it like butter?
It's like liquid melted gold. Okay. But now when you get it at Papa John's, they don't, it's like it needs to be heated up, and they actually put it on the thing. Oh yeah, we didn't heat it up. You have to do that. So when you get it at these other places, it's liquid like it always used to be. But then at Papa John's, they don't do that anymore. It's like, no, here's like this, like, it looks like thick butter. Like it's like, oh no, you have to heat it up yourself. Why am I doing the work?
Yeah, I'm the one.
Like
ordering
I
Papa
hired
John's.
you. And now I'm,
know what that is?
you have to heat it up. This really happened. Ever since Papa left, it hasn't been the same. No. And now they got the Papadilla, you say quesadilla, I say shitty calzone. That's what I say.
Damn. You know what that is? That's an epic fail.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I had to do a rant, but them and Bath and Body
I'm not
Works,
sorry,
I've had it with
because
them.
If
Pretty epic,
anyone
right?
at Papa John's is listening, fix it.
Yeah, if any Papa, what do you call Papa employees? Papa employees.
Papa people.
Any Papa people are watching this?
Papa people in the house. Let's go.
Papa people in the house tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry for Papa rocking. And then there's shots, but they're just drinking the
Yeah.
garlic sauce.
Oh, dude.
Pops,
Shots,
pops,
shots,
pops, 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 pops.
Pop.
I think we need to get
Better
hired.
pizza.
I think we need to get hired by their marketing team right now. That's a
Better than
fucking
what they're doing now.
$1 million idea.
Yeah, really good 2012
Yeah.
references.
Absolutely.
Bring back the old days.
Anyway. Well, was this called Sufficiently Disgusting, or
Yeah.
do you remember when we got? I'm going to bring it back to their wedding. Well, you guys weren't there. But B, you were there when after that wedding we all ordered. We all got Domino's pizza, and I remember I remember they sliced it so screwed up that one of the slices I had was like, imagine it twice as small as this, like half that, where it was in the palm of my hand.
I remember that.
It was the most poorly cut pizza I'd ever seen. And I remember thinking, like, I'm so full from the wedding, but I will have that slice. And it was like just this little thing. I saw a picture of it the other day. I remember eating
God.
that and watching the end of Return of the Jedi, and then one of the Beethoven movies came on.
Yeah.
And all we did was make fun of the cast of Beethoven.
That poor kid.
No. Poor kid. He didn't ask to be in that movie.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
god.
fun.
Yeah, but Domino's never cuts their pizzas right.
Yeah.
This is my epic rant because Domino's always cuts it like not all the way. So you have to cut it yourself again at home. Or they cut it like that where the pieces are like tiny and then huge.
Yeah.
Why?
This one was cut fine. Like it was actually cut, but yeah, there are slices in here that are gigantic and then tiny ones. It's like, I don't know. It's weird.
I might have told
It's one
everybody
or the
this.
other.
I might have told everybody this already, but in the UK, when you get a gluten-free pizza from Domino's, they don't cut it for you because of potential transfer. So I was at a convention in a hotel room, and we all ordered pizza, and obviously I had to get my own. and it was just a solid pizza, just one whole pizza,
cut, it was one dish.
no cut. So I'm sitting there.
You gotta fold it.
We haven't got like forks or knives in this bloody hotel room. So I'm like, guess I've just got to bring it up to my face. And so
roll it up into a taquito.
So I took 2 bites, holding it out like a plate in front of me and just like chomping down. And then I folded it in half and made a calzone. But that was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, that's how Matt Stoney eats pizzas. He's a competitive eater, dude. He fucking crushes that shit.
Oh, shit.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker?
Matt Stoney, he's a competitive eater. He does that shake thing.
I thought you meant Matt Stone from True Parker. That's so funny.
We all thought we met somebody else.
I was like, oh, guess that's a new career for me, competitive eating, Grant.
Dude, competitive eating. Let's get into it. Let's see how fast.
I'm down,
Let's
dude.
get another pizza. Let's see how fast we eat it.
True fat girl always.
I love what Ryan said in the chat is great. I'm thinking back to again, like after your wedding, we went to this Airbnb and Ryan is asking the important questions here. Why was there a rollaway bed in the kitchen? And that was something that when it was after the wedding, it was like I came back, everyone was crashing there, and it was like, cool, we got that pizza, made fun of some movies, and it was like, all right, I'm tired, I'm passing out. And I didn't question anything. It was like, yo, we got a roll-out bed here. Cool. All right. My head hit the pillow and I was out. And it was only when I woke up, I'm like, my head is almost in the stove or in the oven.
That Airbnb was so surreal because, like, not only because of the artwork, decor, and stuff, but you passed out on that rollaway bed in the kitchen.
Yeah.
There was another bed in the entryway. When you come in, there was like a day bed there.
Yeah.
And then when you went to bed in the kitchen, I went into the room that I shared with Charlotte, and I climbed up into the top bunk of a bunk bed. And like, I don't know, everyone was like sleeping in weird places.
Yeah, there really was like a bed like practically blocking the front door.
Oh my God.
And then, the kitchen, it was like, no, this is where it goes. It goes right here. It was like, if I roll over, I'll start the microwave. Like, it was the weirdest setup. And it just occurred to me then, I was like, I just woke up in someone's kitchen. I didn't even think about
You
this.
slept in a kitchen that night. That's so weird.
So then I tweeted it out. I said, I just woke up in someone's kitchen. And all the responses were like, dude, how wasted were you? Dude, how wasted you? And then once again, my dad was like, yeah, everyone was so excited about the hot chocolate. It's like, it wasn't that kind of wedding. It just wasn't. But yeah, no, I didn't question it. I was so tired. I was just like, yes, bed, sleep, that's it. But then
some people in the chat were making fun of me for eating the whole pizza. Can we change the name of the stream to Real Fat Boy Hours so there's no question?
I ate my
there's
whole
zero
pizza.
question.
I got
off.
3 slices, but you guys you gave me a challenge.
Yeah, I ate the whole thing.
How big was your pizza, Johnny?
Is it medium?
You're medium.
What was my size? Medium?
You're small.
I was just-
Yours
right,
is a
well.
gluten-free one, so
It's always on small. But I mean, I ate that whole thing, so fuck off, chat.
Yeah, we're crushing pizzas here.
We're hungry.
We're
We're hungry boys up
entertaining
in
y'all.
We hadn't eaten all day, okay?
I ate 6 meals last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, Kevin had 6 meals, okay?
you totally did. I tuned in and you were making that cappuccino and it was cracking me up that you poured it in. You were just like, that's good. I just like the way you did it.
it's super sweet. It's super sweet.
The chunky milk fucking
Yeah.
got me. That was disgusting.
My favorite was the lemon lime drink that keyed out.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Just big
Yeah, that
cup of
keyed out
Yosemite.
perfect. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I want to eat one more
Is that a
slice.
staple gun?
What?
What
Yeah.
is that on the?
Yeah. Oh no.
Why is it?
Jesus, not
I
the
didn't know
Not
that was
the
flying
TV.
out. Did that? Wait, where did that go?
It's in over here, but it's not enough. It wouldn't stick in there.
Oh, okay. I almost killed Kevin.
It's not
Sorry.
like that.
I really thought every time I've done those before, they just like fall front a little
Yeah.
bit. I didn't expect it to shoot like a
Fire
fucking
it.
gun across the fucking studio.
Sorry,
right towards the
I'll
TV.
I'll take another call in a second, but I'm
Yeah.
like, busy.
What's the
right now.
most like fucked up shit you've eaten where you're like you made it yourself, like or like you like comboed something from a bunch of different places where you're like, I need to fucking stop. Like for me, I one day I got a Crunch Wrap from Taco Bell and then walked next door to Burger King and got fries.
God.
And I was like, this needs to stop.
I never really do that, to be honest.
I know, but I was having like a day where I was like, this is happening.
We were gonna do a gauntlet once, but we've never done it, have we? Like a gauntlet where you go to like all the get the best things at every place. So like McDonald's fries and then whatever at KFC. I don't fucking know.
But I've only really done that with you guys. I've never
I've never
Oh,
done
we did do
but I
it that
wanna
one
do
time. We got burgers from Wendy's and got fries from McDonald's.
That was great.
That was
yum.
fucking.
fries and Coke from McDonald's.
That's, so
That's
good.
the way
Yes.
you fucking eat that shit, everyone. You
Yeah,
can
that-
fucking do this
Trying to
now.
do, like pub burger or whatever.
Yeah.
Which was good, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like
That burger was
But, like,
good.
Yeah, but we're right here next to a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Fries there.
Dude.
Yeah, I think really that. I mean, on my own, I'm pretty much. I don't think I've ever gone to a couple places that I can think of.
No, like like any type of thing. Like when I was a kid, I used to take fucking sourdough pretzels and pop a Kraft single on them
Yeah.
and pop them in the microwave and eat them.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit's bomb, by the way.
There was one. I could think of one. There was a joke thing that me and my cousins, me and my brother would hang out. I think when we were like 11 or 12, we hung out with our cousins all the time because they were around the same age. And we go over their house and we would just make the most screwed up food stuff. Because we watched like UHF. We would watch them make like a Twinkie Wiener sandwich and stuff like that. And I remember there was a song on the Space Ghost soundtrack where it was called Hoodly Hoo. Hoodly Hoo. Dude, Hoodly Hoo. And there's a part where they describe making a sandwich. Like, there's just part of the song for no reason. Grab some pickles and a pound of cheese. Grab some burgers and mayonnaise or whatever. And we thought it would be fun to make a Hoodly Hoo sandwich where we just had all these ingredients.
Oh my God.
And it was like peanut butter and cheese and this and that and whatever. And it was one of those situations where we made it as a joke, and I was like, "Fuck, I love this. This is delicious." There's very little food I will go, "Oh no, I won't eat that." Like, no, we were making giant sandwiches and eating them. So every time we'd go and hang out with them, I suggested doing the same thing. Hey, let's make Hoodly Hoo sandwiches again. It was like, Rocco, Jesus, we fucked our kitchen up last time. Are you kidding me? It was just like, I just wanted to eat like dumb shit. Like, that was, I don't
I
know.
forgot what movie it was from, but I saw they made like a Captain Crunch shake. It was Captain Crunch,
Yeah.
milk, and a dollop of peanut butter in a blender.
Ooh.
And they
Yeah.
blended it all up and drank it. I want to say it was Benny and June, but I don't think it was.
Oh no.
But it was it was like a 90s movie.
Yeah,
and
maybe it was
I
Benny and
made
June.
that, and it was good. It was just Captain Crunch,
Yeah.
peanut butter, and a shake.
Yeah.
I have no idea what movie that's from, though.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah, why does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it sounds familiar, but I don't know. I want to say a woman character made it in the movie.
It sounds like Benny and
So the movie has a woman in it. Okay.
Yeah. So that narrows it.
No.
Yeah, I'll figure this out.
And I remember like it was played off as being weird in the movie.
It sounds like Benny and June, but
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that sounds like a Junism.
I don't.
Judaism.
Yeah.
I watched the Aqua Teen movie a couple nights
Oh,
ago.
I haven't seen that like
Me
since it came
too.
out.
I only saw it in theaters once, and I was like really hankering to watch it.
Yeah.
That movie's not very good, but halfway through, there's a part where Meatwad just like launches some like missiles and it just cuts to Space Ghost, and he goes, I'm pretty sure I smell a missile right now. And then he gets obliterated.
Yeah.
And part of me was like, is that how they ended Space Ghost?
Wait, is Space Ghost in Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
In the movie.
It
it's
was
the
made
same
by the
people.
same people.
Yeah.
Oh
So
shit! I didn't know
they gave him a
that.
cameo.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Maybe I need
And
to
and
check that
Aqua
out.
Teen, I think, originally started as characters on
Yeah.
his show that they came up with. And they were like, hey, no, let's just make our own show for these fast food people. Okay. And so that's what it was. But when that happened in the movie, I remember thinking this was their excuse. Because that movie, that Aqua Teen movie, sorry, B, if this is not interesting,
Yeah.
but that Aqua Teen movie, the budget for that was like $700,000.
Really?
Like the creators of that were like, yo, we'll make this for nothing and put it in theaters. Screw it. We'll all make money. Who cares? And they did that. And when that happened in the theater, I remember thinking this was their excuse to get Space Ghost on big
Yeah.
screen. Like they were like, look, it'll never happen. So let's get him in this movie.
That's so great.
You know what I mean? So that you would have this low quality Space Ghost like, I smell a missile, Anyway.
Amazing. Oh my god.
You can tell the creators of Aqua Teen thought it was incredibly funny to just cut to like them in the house. Like this is the movie, and it just cuts.
Yeah.
Because like 5 minutes in, it's just like bam, we're in the house. Like you're like, oh, this is an episode.
There's definitely an element.
show.
There's definitely an element of we're making people watch this in a movie theater.
Yeah.
And so that was great. I remember they said their plans for the sequel, it never happened. Their plan for the sequel was to call it Death Fighter. And that's it. You're like, we wouldn't put Aqua Teen in the name, just Death Fighter. And they're like, why? And they said, because old people still look in the newspaper what movies are playing, and we think we'll get people to just show up to Death Fighter, like, and then they have to watch this. I was like, what a great
all
reason.
the old people going, Death Fighter.
just to mess with old people. I thought that was a great idea.
I was watching a video recently, and like, it's wild to think how much of a fucking hassle that guerrilla marketing thing for that movie like really disrupted like Turner Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Like I think like that really they had to pay so much money.
You're talking about the Boston thing where they thought it was a bomb?
Yeah, they had to pay so much fucking money to undo that.
Do you know about that, Rachel?
No.
It's wild.
They were putting little. Did you ever watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't know that it was like related to Space Ghost, or else I definitely would have done.
Made by the same people,
Yeah.
same like limited animation
Yeah.
kind of thing.
God.
You might enjoy it, but there are characters in it called the Moonanites, and they're almost like little 8-bit creatures that came from the moon, and they talk like this. Yes, you know, they have like a really like proper voice and all that stuff. They're great characters, but they were making little neon like lights of them or like light,
I watched
light
the video.
fixtures.
They hired like some guerrilla marketing team.
Yeah.
So this team came up with this on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
So they would make these devices that would illuminate them as glowing things, and it's almost like graffiti. They like stuck them places.
Oh my
so
God.
people would just be in the city and like, hey, there's a Moonanite on top of that building. Oh, there's whatever. And anyway, in Boston, they put one on a bridge. Is that what it was?
I think so.
One of the
Yeah.
bridges in Boston, they put it there, and one thing escalated to another, and it was, I think there's a bomb on this bridge.
Oh my God.
There's a device there. No one knows what it is. Someone planted it there and left it. And it just went out of control. It was like everything shut down. They sent in the robot to pick it, all this stuff happened. It was like a ripple effect. It was like one person thought one thing, and then that turned into a whole city stopped.
my God.
Like, oh my God, there is a bomb downtown. Like and then when it got on the news, it was like, that's a fucking Moonanite from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
They
Are
got
you kidding?
the guerrilla marketing people to talk about it on the news, and they like joked about it.
Yeah.
And that made people even angrier.
Yeah, they did
Oh
a
my
press
God.
conference. They had the marketing people there, and they talked about their haircuts the whole
Yeah.
time. Well, yeah, we decided to go with the haircut that does. I have long hair, but he has short hair, and we decided that best fits our personalities. It's funny because people were really upset about that.
Yeah.
I remember during that time, Tom Green had his live show, Webovision, and he interviewed Tim and Eric. It just coincidentally during that time, and they had that press conference had just happened, and they asked Tim and Eric like, "Hey, what do you think about all this going on? Like, what do you think?" And Tim was so abrasive. He was like, "Yeah, they talk about haircuts for 20 minutes. It wasn't funny at all. Like, just fucking let's like." They were so harsh to it. They were just like, "Yeah, I know they thought that was funny, but just like move on from this. I'm so over this shit." It was so funny.
So I got the numbers here. After all that, Turner Broadcasting had to pay $2 million to the city of Boston.
Oh my gosh,
God.
really?
One to the police department and another $1 million for Department of Homeland Security.
Oh my gosh,
So they
I
had to pay
didn't
just
know that.
One
$1
person didn't know what a Moonanite was.
And that happened right before this movie came out. So they had to pull it from a ton of theaters.
Oh no.
So
Wow,
the movie
I
made,
didn't
like,
know that.
No money.
That sucks.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's really
I saw it
funny.
in theaters though with my dad. He was not happy. It was like me, him, and like one other guy like who was cackling the entire movie.
I saw it with Garrett, and we loved it. We had a great time, and it seemed like other people were upset. Like they were just like, "Is this the whole movie? Yeah, this is the whole movie. Yeah, okay. I'll be in the parking lot. Okay. It was a lot of that.
So it's funny though. The Aqua Teen dudes are like, "We'll make this movie for no money." It ended up costing Turner $2 million.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's really
That's
funny.
great. That is one of my favorite openings to a movie. That's the one thing I could say about that
opening
movie.
is
One of my
phenomenal.
favorite openings ever when they do that metal song.
Dude, I forgot how funny that is. He says, "I'll bite your torso and give you a disease." That was
Yeah,
cracking
that
me
was
up.
what a great threat. That's
Bite
what
your
top 10
torso.
threats easily. Anyway, was that what you were looking for, B? Was that kind of along the lines of what you were?
Yeah, I was really interested in that marketing thing that happened, and I always wanted to know the details of it and how
Yeah.
much money it cost. So I'm glad that we talked about it.
Yeah.
Me too.
But I feel bad about how much time I'm taking up. So I'm gonna
finally
get
got that squared away. Well, thank you for your call. No, this was the perfect call because
Yeah,
we were eating and I felt bad that I wasn't picking any
It was nice.
other calls. But anyway,
Oh, talk to you guys.
thank you very much. Thanks for your call.
Love you, B.
Love you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's talk to Quate. In a minute, we got to set up for this
Oh yeah.
special stream. We got to set up in a minute.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
How's it going? Good to see you guys. I haven't called in a little while. So
I haven't seen you since like yesterday. What's going on?
yeah. Oh, you saw me?
Yeah.
That was.
You didn't
I
see me.
Well.
Eating
I
some
don't know about
Popeyes.
Ooh.
Yes,
Got
I
my
can tell
pop.
from the cup. Damn. That's real. This is real fat boy
Real
hours.
fat boy hours.
Boy,
I need to make like a rap track called Real Fat Boy Hours.
do it. Mention like what is the worst thing that you've gotten from Popeyes? I feel like Popeyes is so spread across the board.
No. I like their chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah, great.
Stuff. But the only time I've ever had Popeyes has been the same location, and it doesn't seem to match what other people tell me about it. Because people tell me stuff. Seriously, I really think I hear that a lot, and I go, "Oh yeah, wrong location." But I really do think maybe this one here isn't that great. I get that impression.
It depends.
I've
for
ordered
sure.
I've ordered other stuff from them, and it's like more fried than chicken. I don't know how to describe that, but the sandwich was good. I thought the sandwich was good.
I just got a fried chicken sandwich. I had one back. Remember the hype like 2 summers ago, and it was like, oh, it's better than Chick-fil-A or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I got one, and I was like, oh, it actually is very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was great.
But then I got one today, and it was like all bread. It was like 100% of that, and it was like stale.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was not good. But I'm looking forward. I'm making some room in my stomach. Real fat boy hours. We're gonna move on to the
awesome
mashed potatoes. So I'm
Oh
excited.
yeah, hell yeah.
Horrible.
Were you not a potato man?
I don't like mashed potato.
Oh my god.
I'll eat other potatoes. I
Oh
just
my
don't like
God.
mashed
You see
potatoes.
what we're dealing with,
I'm sorry.
everybody.
I usually go for the mac and cheese just because.
They didn't offer it. I looked
really?
all over the menu. I postmated this. Just like B.
Yeah.
And
We're all
but no,
Postmated
they didn't have it. You can't postmate. You're banned.
Fuck. Ultra Kleistron in the
Yeah.
chat said he'll produce Real Fat Boy Hours. Let's do it. I'll be a better rapper than Nurse Hella, dude. We'll fuck. I used to listen to his music when I was like 14, so it's really funny. That he's always in the
We helped
chat.
him find his ID at Comic-Con
Yeah.
when he lost it. That's my favorite track. What were we just talking about? I got distracted.
Popeyes.
Oh yeah. What about it? I don't know.
Mashed potatoes.
What I was gonna say. No, speaking of mac and cheese, I've said this before, but that was Anthony Bourdain's guilty pleasure food. They would ask him like, you eat at all these fancy places. What's your guilty pleasure? And he said, he's like, sometimes I will just put a hoodie on and put the hood over my head and go to KFC and get the mac and cheese there. He's like, it's just this neon orange shit, and sometimes I just want to hide in a corner and eat that. I always thought that was funny.
I don't think I've ever had KFC mac and cheese. Like you don't go there. You get the coleslaw. You get the mashed potato. You don't.
I've had the mac and cheese, and it is what you would expect from them. Like,
Yeah.
shame on you guys, but yeah.
Coleslaw's good. I feel like they make like a legitimately high quality.
They've got some good
Maybe not
slamen.
high quality, but it's good. Yeah,
They've got some good slamen on the staff.
This is a weird coincidence that you keep bringing up the Min thing because that was literally the question. I had like a question backed up. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna ask? And I was gonna ask about the like M''N joke. Like, where did that come from? What is the origin of the Hatman?
You're a this man or that man.
This man or that.
Yeah.
Where is that from?
It's not a apostrophe N. It's MAN. Like if you're a slawman, you're a slaw man. It's just we're saying it's stupid. So you're a bit of a slaw man, and that just turns into you're a bit of a slawman. That there was an inside joke back in the day where I think honestly we were really big fans of Tom Goes to the Mayor. That was speaking of Adult Swim. That was a show we really liked, and they had a restaurant called it looked like Sauce Man's, but it was Sauceman's. Oh, are you going to Sauceman's? And that was just a throwaway thing in the show, but that turned into for some reason I said that more often. Derek got coleslaw somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, you're a bit of a slaw man," and then that turned into, "Oh, you're a bit of a slawman," and then we would we would rhyme those things like, oh, you're a bit of a no, that's it. I mean, there's no more else. I'm trying to think of another layer to it.
That reminds me of
Slaman? No. What's that?
Pitzman's mustard.
Yeah, but it was just something with a "man" at the end. So it was just like, oh, you're a bit of a burgerman. I don't know. It was just something that always sounded good. You know, oh, you like a bit of a pizzaman, are you? You know, it's just like that's an expert, like a fisherman.
Yeah.
That's what it is, like a fisherman.
Fisherman.
You know, you're a bit of a sauceman. You're a bit of a, you know, that's
I
it.
really like the evolution of calling someone like a sauce nut now, or like
Yeah.
a sauce head.
Sauce head.
Oh, you big. I like sometimes with an actor too. Or you a big. You're a big Harry Anderson nut. You know.
I commented on you remember you posted the Xbox remote, and I commented any TiVo heads in the chat, and I posted. Remember the peanut? The TiVo.
Yeah. Any TiVo heads in the chat? That was great.
TiVo man.
Bit of a TiVo man. Yeah, I always like adding that little at the end.
It's good. I remember the first time I heard it was when, like, for some reason, you know how like there's like before and after moments in your life, and like you just remember that one moment.
Yes.
For me, that was when Sean said, "Oh, I'm a bit of a hatman." For no reason, he said this, and it just like stuck in my brain forever. Okay, now I'm just gonna call everything hatman.
Yeah.
Napkinman.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah. It's cool how, and then you know how you have these inside jokes, and then you go back to them. Sometimes you'll like maybe be reading an old chat or something, and you like rediscover one, and it just enters your vocabulary like a virus, you know?
Yeah. It is weird seeing the morphing of our language over time and stuff like that. The thing that I get asked about the most, or that I catch people doing, or people will tell me the most of things that I say, is I think has to be the term barge it.
Barge it.
Like,
Barge it.
oh yeah, I'm just gonna barge it and go tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and just barge it. And people are always telling me, like, I say barging it all the time now. Like, where is that from? And it's like, honestly, I think I heard that in a CKY video. Like, Bam was telling someone to jump off a roof, and he was just like, barge it. And so I say it all the time. You know, I'm just gonna barge it. And yeah, that's happened. People I know are always like, why do you say barge it? What barge? Like, what's a barge?
There's a couple of things that like have just entered my lexicon of like I only say shouts out now.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
Aka, like
Aka was a big one.
Trying to think of other ones. I can't say fucking like hot dog usually, or like
It's always Durger.
Durger or hambubger. I love saying
Hambubger. Yeah, Hambubger. Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
Someone asked, what is I'm afraid to ask from? That's a CKY thing too. Bam pees on his dad. Bam goes into the bedroom and pees on his dad while he's in bed. And they go, you really peed on him? Bam's mom says this. You really peed on him? Yeah. And she goes, what's going to be in CKY 4? I'm afraid to ask. And then Bam just goes, poop. And I thought that was one of the funniest exchanges ever. But something, I'm afraid to ask.
A recent one that's been getting me is, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Go ahead.
Well, okay, one was RIT. Anytime anyone dies for me, it's immediately RIT.
Yeah. And that was just gibberish. There's no story behind that. I made a fake video about my own death. And I just thought a typo in RIP would be really funny. Just RIT. What does it stand for? I don't know. People are always asking, is it Rocco, is it rest in tits? No.
No.
Why would it? No. So that just RIT. I just thought a typo in that would be funny. How do you misspell RIP? That was just the joke. That's all.
Close on the keyboard at all. They're like completely separated locations.
A well-placed typo, nothing funnier to me than that.
Yep.
Somebody yelling in all caps that I speak in truth, and they spell it turth. Like, that will make me laugh forever.
Truth.
I don't know what you said, but it was probably something stupid. One, for me, every day of the past like 3 months has entered my brain.
And that was Dick Masterson on the Dr. Phil show when he said something. Something really insulting, and the woman that he said it to just goes, I didn't hear you, but it's probably something stupid. What a great comeback! And now I say that to anytime somebody insults me. I didn't hear that, but it's probably something stupid. It just works. It's great. It's just the perfect shield.
That video is so great. Sorry, Johnny, go.
No, you're fine. When I was in high school, I always said, for some reason, I love saying, "This is what you all think of me." That always made me laugh.
Yeah. And that was Garrett. Garrett did that in a video. This is what you all think of me. And he showed us the video like, hey, can I show you guys a video before I upload it? Yeah. And he showed us that. And it was like, yeah. And I was the only one that I was like, Sean, it says thing of me. It doesn't say think of me. And he was like, oh my God, I didn't even notice. And I was like, don't say anything. Just let him upload that. That'll be way funnier. And sure enough, he uploaded it. And as soon as it was up, I was like, what you all think of me? And he was like, why didn't you assholes say something? He was like, come on, that's why I showed it to you. And I was like, but it's funnier now. And he's like, yeah, you're right, it is funnier.
It's been 9 years. That video's still called "This is what you all think of me."
This is what you all think of me.
So good.
That's still funny. That's still funny. Oh man.
I miss video responses. Remember video responses?
Dude,
Those
one of the worst things they did was remove video responses. And they said when they did it, well, only 1% of the YouTube audience uses that feature. Yeah, but that 1% drove so much. So many YouTubers got big because they had great video responses.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what YouTube wants. They want their algorithm to control all that.
Yeah.
And it sucks because seriously, so many things came out of that. Even like people who are huge on YouTube, like Phil DeFranco, would just respond to big news items or big whatever. Like, well, here's my response to this, and people would watch that. That 1% drove a lot of stuff. I think so.
I remember Ray William Johnson, when he would feature like individual videos, the people who created those videos would always video respond to the Ray William Johnson video. They would be all angry that he riffed on them.
Yeah, I miss it, man. That was
really funny.
YouTube used to be like a hangout, and now it's just like, well, host your video here.
Dude, there was a time where this is weird, but I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. No, I'm kidding. There was a video response I saw once that I don't remember what the fuck the original video was, but it was this guy, like extremely heated, being like, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, they're just books. And then he had all three of them, and he just started ripping them up and burning them. But I would always go back to this video because he did it so softly that I kind of got an ASMR response. He's like, this is the Quran.
ASMR hatred.
It's just a book.
Oh my God.
And it was pre-ASMR. It was like the early 2000s. I was just like, always like pull up this video of this guy ripping up like fucking religious text.
ASMR blasphemy.
Wow.
Kurt, I was just about to say the next thing. The thing that ended video responses is people spammed them and abused it. Because by the end, I don't know if you remember, by the end, there were, I think they called them reply girls. Yeah. There was some web of channels. It was all girls responding to every video. And it was like, are they being held hostage or something? Like, it was a weird situation. But one guy who abused the system and later got banned, I think he video responded anything that got remotely an amount of views. I mean, he must have been doing it all day, every day. Was Johnny Television?
I think I vaguely remember this, and he would just say like, "Haha, that was funny." It would be.
It was a southern guy. He'd play music, and he had his own show called Johnny Television, and he responded to everything. That's where we derived.
That's where that came from.
We used it in a video, and then that got used for the name of your show.
Yeah,
and it was a guy. He'd play like country music. We gotta hold on. Little George Jones and Tammy Wynette. You may not like that, but I do. Hey, this is John. I mean, I could say it almost word for word. Johnny Television. And I remember it was a badge of honor because he only responded to the big videos.
Yeah.
So when they got, when our Dead Rising video, that video got a Johnny Television response. And so his description was, Hey, Johnny Television, we're watching Mega 64 Dead Rising. And then he's sitting there trying to figure out a way to describe it, and he goes, You watch what happens in the spur of the moment. And that's it. That was his only description. Oh, no. He said a guy walking around taking pictures in the spur of the moment. Anyway, but they shut his channel down right after that. So, but
was that like early reaction videos, like him doing those replies?
Oh yeah,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, reaction.
Yeah, he was Kids React. He was Strange Southerners React. But Yeah, he was yeah, I missed that guy. I missed Johnny Television. Then there was another guy who was like a shirtless old cowboy. But a nice guy, like really nice guy. Named Zen Archer. Does anyone remember Zen Archer? But he had a cowboy hat and he would just talk. And speaking of ASMR, he would talk. Hey, this is Zen Archer. Good afternoon, evening, or night, wherever the case may be in your neck of the woods. And this is Zen Archer. And he died. All of a sudden one day, it was like, oh, he's not posting anymore. Yeah, he passed away. I was so upset.
I don't know. You reminded me of this old video. Maybe someone in the chat could find it. I don't remember the fuck this guy's name was, but there was this video I saw on YouTube like a long time ago. It was just this old guy, and there was like a dog like licking his nipple, and I kept talking about how his dog likes to suckle. No. Does anyone out
That's
there
just
remember
you,
that?
Johnny. That's you.
Okay.
I don't know what you're looking up, but that's you.
I think that guy died too.
That's your thing. I think you made that up.
Someone's gonna post it in
That's
the
a
chat.
shame. That's too
Dude,
bad.
I was a big Renetto fan. Shout out Noltz. If anybody remembers him, all you Charles Trippy fans out there, I'm sure you're watching.
You left me long ago. I have no
what the
clue
buck?
what's happening anymore. What the buck?
Somebody in the
I
chat
remember
says, "What the fuck?" I think you meant "What the buck."
Yeah.
Are you guys still Shane Dawson fans, or have you kind of fallen off that, Kevin?
Onision?
Yeah, I'm still all aboard on Shane Dawson.
Oh, okay. We're probably gonna cut this out when we upload. Okay.
I've actually never seen a Shane Dawson video.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Hey, nice save.
I've heard that name. I've never seen a single video.
Oh, nah. I bet you. Nah, you don't need to hide it. That's
I don't understand why he didn't get cancelled like more years ago. He did literal blackface on like a
Is he canceled now?
bunch of videos. Yeah, I can't remember what the last straw thing was. I think it was some drama between him and Jeffree Star and James Charles or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. Some makeup people. But he got like really big again because he did this documentary with Jeffree Star, who's like the richest fucking makeup producer guy in the world. And it was just everybody was fucking talking about it. And then he did a kind of offensive video about one of the Paul brothers and saying he was a sociopath and stuff. It was really weird. And then
Yeah, you can't say that.
Well, it was just really strange. It was like, why are you armchair diagnosing this fucking weird guy on YouTube? Like,
Look,
it was very strange.
He didn't fuck his cat.
No,
he did not. I didn't even jizz near the cat.
People in the chat are going off on Balloon Shop. Balloon Shop was my Mega 64 before I knew about Mega 64.
Really?
Back in, like,
I never even
2007.
heard of that.
they did like skits, and the one guy would be like, Derek.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from them.
It's Olin
remember
Rogers.
that at all.
He got really, really big.
Olin Rogers, formerly Josh Pursley, and who's the last person? Thomas Gore.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat said Mika Kitty. Was that the chick that would like wear the like red Star Trek shirt and make weird videos?
Yeah, I remember
haven't
Mika
thought about
Kitty.
that in fucking like
Mika
a
Kitty.
lifetime.
Mika Kitty. Well, she was in a lot of Ray William Johnson's like vlogs, and it was always super fucking awkward. And there's a serious reason he wiped all those. You cannot find like when he did Breaking NYC, I think is what it was called.
yeah.
And it was so like that, unbelievably not funny. And then he was always making kind of sexual comments to her, and it was like, yeah, this is not
Yikes.
landing at all. And I just remember thinking, this is like terrible. And on our on some of my old personal channel videos, I'm like parodying those videos. I'm like, welcome to Breaking San Diego. Today I'm at and that's what it is. And now no one has any frame of reference because that's all been wiped from the internet. I can't think of anything else that had so many views that is so erased from time and space.
Yeah.
I want like a Ray William Johnson torrent. I want to be able to get all of the Ray William Johnson, historical content. I feel like it actually has value to the
No, I
history
don't.
of the internet. It's all
Yeah, I
gone.
think we're all right.
I don't.
I
my
know
God,
there are a lot of
people are talking
Tobuscus
about
nuts
Boxy.
in the chat. Shouts out.
Fuck that guy.
Nugget in a biscuit, classic. Now
Niga Higa?
pre YouTube, I was
Oh, yeah, Niga.
this might.
Sorry, I just remembered your Mystery Guitar Man video.
Oh yeah, I did do. Hey, I did.
Maraca Man.
Yeah, so what was it called?
annoying-
Stupid Maraca Man or something?
That video is awesome.
What was it called? I just remember.
I just remember. Go ahead.
Oh, I just remember the being fed up with YouTube at the time. Sometimes there are things I'm upset about that I can't even put it into words, so I just try to express it through making something. And that was
a bad era.
I was remembering at that time I was really fed up with I felt like we were doing great stuff, but it was like a bunch of like kind of just channels with nothing to say doing branded content, and I got kind of fed up, and I did unusual Maraca guy. Yeah, and I did that, and then it just said brought to you by Preparation H at the end. But let me just say, I didn't even really mean that as a burn on the guy. It was like I had nothing against him. He made actually quality videos.
Yeah.
But it was just a general statement on YouTube at the time. To Mystery Guitar Man's credit, he commented on the video.
Hell yeah.
Positively.
Wow.
And
he was like, this is great.
Yeah, he had great feedback on it, and I was like, okay, you're cool. All right, you're on my good list. You're cool.
Is he still around? Or is he?
Yeah, he did a movie not that long ago. He did a movie with Mads Mikkelsen.
What?
Where he's lost out in the snow. I forgot what it's called. Polar, or his name is Joe Penna is his real name.
Joe Pera.
Revealed the mystery.
Yeah. By the way, I know I'm going on and on and on about this stuff. I know we got to set up for the thing, so at any point we got to go. Just let me know. I'm sorry I'm rattling off. I don't mean to whatever, but yeah. I don't want to make you sit through YouTube talk if it's like, yo, we got to set this up. But
Arctic.
But yeah, what's it called? Arctic.
Yeah.
What sucked is Mads Mikkelsen was in a movie called Polar at the same time Arctic came out. So it was like good luck deciding the right.
Oh, that sucks. Joe Penna directed that film.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that is good for him. He was actually someone who was making stuff that no one else was making. So he deserves what he gets. That sounded threatening almost, but no, I really do mean that. He's talented.
Someone in the chat brought up Brett Supre. Shouts out. I was on one of their
Brett Supre is great.
I was on one of their podcasts back in the day.
You were?
Yeah, one of their PAX podcasts. I don't know if anyone in the chat.
Like they did a panel. Like they did a PAX panel, I remember,
Yeah.
and they did like a PowerPoint presentation. Were you in that?
No, they did a podcast just after one PAX, and I'm in one of them. They used to do like Mystery Science Theater, but like talk over really bad Let's Plays.
Oh,
I don't think they're doing it anymore, but I think they all. I think Slow Beef and Diabetes. I think they do like Twitch streaming now, so check them out.
I think they do it sometimes.
Yeah,
still.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the only things that I wasn't really into. Oh yeah, Mitchell Davis, gotta have Live Lava Live classic. No, I wasn't into really the vloggers and the stuff like that. That was never, YouTubers were never my thing. It was more finding like groups of creative people that were undiscovered on YouTube was like my favorite thing. Like case in point, an all-time GOAT channel creator, whatever you want to call it to me, at Fatal Farm.
Oh yeah.
They were not YouTubers.
Oh, yeah.
They just made stuff and then would occasionally put them out. And to me, any release from them was Christmas morning to me. Like they just that not only was Lasagna Cat one of the best web series of all time as far as I'm concerned, but when they did that second run of them, how many years ago was that at this point?
It was like 4 years ago.
5? But that was one of the best things that ever came to the internet, and to have that be that recent and be that still that good. I think the video of them fighting in the Matrix, doing the Matrix in their backyard.
Oh,
that's one of the best videos ever uploaded.
Remember they had like an AIM chat in it, and it was uploaded.
Yeah.
Remember how they were all uploaded like 2 years before they did the big drop,
Yeah.
and just like were unlisted the whole time.
Unbelievable.
This is bullet time. Cracks me up. This is called bullet time in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is called bullet time.
Still kills me.
This is called bullet time. And doesn't he respond? I know. Right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Really.
Carrot Hunter 35.
Yeah. That the 4 hour thing that they
so
did.
funny.
I watched that whole thing.
The whole
Oh
thing.
my god.
I kept it on. I was working on stuff and I'm just like, nope, I'm making it through the whole thing. I ain't skipping.
Absolutely.
I believe in their vision. But
And the poem about the pipe strip, that was legitimately fucking amazing.
yeah.
Like yeah.
All of that was incredible. So I was more into that kind of stuff. The one internet thing I'm gonna this might be I'm just gonna call everything Spirited Away Part 4.
Oh.
No, but there's one thing. No, I'm about to throw myself to the hounds that I felt like was before YouTube. I wanted to see stupid shit on the internet like E-Bomb's world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we had different demands at different parts of our lives. Like when the internet was video was in its infancy, I wanted to see stupid shit like that.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of creator-driven stuff.
And the one thing that I just could not get into was Strong Bad and all that. Like,
oh my God.
Homestar Runner.
No.
That was to me, I just was like, no one is serious about this, right? Like, what is this?
I was like 12
now,
years old.
The
though.
creators of it are good guys, and they worked on the Aquabat Super Show. They're great, talented
Brothers
guys.
chat.
But that was something that I remember. That was instrumental in the creation of Mega 64. Is all my friends would trade those videos, and I was like, this does not compute to me at all. I want to see what I want to make what I would want to see. And I liked video games, so it was like, okay, I want to see like video game stuff, but I want to see like some jackass shit. Like what? So that really was but that just never that is one thing that I've always felt alone on. I was just like, I didn't get it. I just didn't understand.
I never watched any of Homestar Runner, but I did. My friend in uni, so this is like 2008, got me into Teen Girl Squad, which was the weird little pretend cartoon that Strong Bad apparently made.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
that
remember
was like
that.
a thing that we quoted together as like some stupid thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously everybody knew about Trogdor, but like, yeah, I looked into Strong Bad because I was like, oh, this will be really funny because of the other one. And it was like, oh, none of it's as good as Teen Girl Squad. Never mind. I never got into it at all.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah, I don't know. I was not into like flash animation and stuff like that. That was not my thing. I wanted to see like a video of the grape lady falling and stuff.
I loved Homestar Runner like so much. And then as I got older, someone in the chat brought up too, but like, yeah, I found Newgrounds and like that fucking blew me away. Like seeing old Ego Raptor cartoons when I was like 13 or 14.
I
was like,
into
this is
Egrets
the
and stuff
fucking
too.
peak of comedy for me.
Me and my friends would look at stuff on Newgrounds. There were things on there. Or like they made like their own, like, wasn't there Smash Brothers on there with like more characters or something? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there was Donkey Kong and Link. That was all you needed.
Sorry, I'm chewing.
Stick Death, were you guys into stickpage.com? Stick Death?
I remember Stick Fu. Remember Stick Fu where they fought?
Xiao Zhao? What was it called? Zhao Zhao?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think when I watched
I
on
was
Newgrounds.
really trying to rack my brains. I can't think of anything that I was into.
Brawl
Like,
Taunts. I went to school, art school with the guy who animated Brawl Taunts. I forgot his name.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck's his name? Kerbifer. I went to art school with him.
That's cool.
that's ringing a bell.
Someone just said channel awesome. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat now.
Yeah, like I'm trying really hard to think of things that I was into on YouTube. Like, can't think. I liked Kata's 17.
What 17?
Kata's 17.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah,
I met her.
Did you?
Yeah, she came to PAX or something.
Because she was with Corey.
Yeah.
Dude like hella for a little while. Wait, Mr. Safety was his name before.
Yeah,
Mr. Safety. And he had the cat who died recently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was so
just passed
sad.
away.
I've not watched any of his videos for probably like at least 8 years. But yeah, I saw the video about Sparta. That was really, really
Really,
sad.
so it made me cry.
Yeah, me
Corey
too.
Williams, I think, it was his full name, I believe.
Corey
Mr.
Williams.
Safety, we were so close to doing something with him like 8 different times. Because he was going to do a video that was based on, it was going to be live action, but he was going to direct it like Gary's Mod.
Oh.
Was his plan.
Cool.
And so he emailed me like, I got the most, I'd never talked to him before. And at the time he had 8,000 times more subscribers than us. He was like, that was at his peak.
What
and
year was that?
What's that?
What year was that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a decade ago. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. But he emailed me, he just cold emailed me. Hey, Mega 64, love your videos. Can you call me? Call me. This is my number. Call me tonight. I was like, okay. And so I called, and then he was just like, I had this idea. It's like live action Gary's Mod. I'm going to do this anyway, but I feel like this is like the kind of video you would do maybe. And like, I'm just thinking like, let's put our resources together and make it a really good video.
That's great.
And I was like, okay. And then I think I remember talking to the other guys, but they didn't know what Gary's Mod was. it just never happened for some reason. I don't remember. And then I think something happened with him too, where he couldn't do it, or I don't know. But he was a really, really nice guy. I talked to him on the phone for a long time, and saw him at a couple shows and things like that. He's a really, really good dude.
He genuinely does seem like a really good person.
Yeah.
Like his personality on videos doesn't seem faked. You know?
Yeah.
Like a lot of other people. I think Jenna Marbles falls into that for me as well. I feel like she's just really being herself.
Yeah.
It's a real shame about her not being on YouTube anymore. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, like I used to watch, because Kate is 17 was a British YouTuber, and then she moved to America because her dad is American and she had like dual citizenship.
Yeah.
So she went and lived with him and his wife, and then him and his wife broke up.
No.
And then they got like separate apartments, but they were hanging out, and then they started dating. And they had like daily vlogs, and that was the first. I'd never watched anything else like that.
Huh.
I really enjoyed those for a little while, and then I kind of was like, wow, yeah, going to the gym again and a restaurant. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like, I got really bored of it.
I feel like all of them kind of hit that point.
Yeah.
It's like,
It was like cool when they were going and doing cool YouTuber shit, like going to conventions and stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really fun. But yeah, most of the daily stuff was like, they're in a restaurant again. Does anybody eat at home in America? Like, that's how it felt. And then I just got really bored of it. I think Kate had like some kind of breakdown. She shaved her head at Tobuscus's house, apparently. Like, she went to Tobuscus's
Well, that's
house
where you do it.
and fucking shaved her head in front of him, and that was
At Johnny.
But I think she's fine. Yeah. I think she's fine now. I think like something, I don't know what she does now, but I think she like worked for YouTube for a while or something like that. But
well, yeah, we
but
met her
I
a couple
really liked her
times. She was
before.
really nice.
Yeah, she seemed like a lovely person. I think that like fame stuff kind of got a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean that definitely that happens to a lot of people. I
Yeah.
mean, that's understandable. Like suddenly things can overwhelm you, or whatever. But
yeah, for sure.
It's a little crazy out there. But
Yeah.
I'm always surprised to see when certain channels have endured that long. It's because it does feel like a lot of them, they do hit that burnout phase, and it's a weird line to walk, because you want to do something that delivers you the biggest audience, and some of them do that and are able to sustain that fame and parlay it into something else. But then some of them just burn out, and it's like, I did all the things I'm supposed to have a big audience, and I have a big audience, and I don't want to do this anymore, but I guess I'll just keep doing it because I have to. And then and then they can't continue.
Yeah.
And that's really hard. It's hard because, even with us, I guarantee you there's things we could have done to get a bigger audience, but I really wonder if would we have taken that bigger audience and done something cooler with it, or would it have just like imploded in terms of, you know what I mean? Just like, I don't believe in what I'm doing. I don't know. I guess that's the real gamble right there. But
There's a
have
fine
you guys
line
seen
to
the recent Donkey videos where he kind of like dives into
Oh,
that
yeah.
end of things?
The stuff where he's like making fun of people who just kind of go, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to do Minecraft streams. Yeah, that was really funny.
I'm done making good videos.
Yeah.
Well, it got him more subscribers by like 1.5x or something.
Oh my
like
God,
that.
are you
Like,
serious?
all of
That's
those
great.
videos got way more views than the rest of his channel.
No.
It's it was a weird experiment.
That's miserable.
what were you going to say, Rachel? You were going to say something before that?
Was I?
I thought I heard you say something.
I don't remember. Sorry.
That must not have been important.
Something
Nope.
stupid.
Never is.
We didn't hear it, but it's probably something stupid.
Stupid. Somebody in the chat the other week said, I can't remember exactly how they worded it, but it was, I'm going to tease the blank out of your out of the blank with my big natural blank.
Yeah.
I had completely forgotten about that one, and I just could not get that out of my head for like all day.
Yeah, there was a comment on our channel. I'm quoting it, guys. I'm sorry. Twitch, don't remove this channel.
I'm gonna take off my headphones.
Earmuffs for all the kids. But it said, ha ha ha, we're gonna tease the cum out of your dick with our big natural tits. And
just the way
that was on there a bunch of times, and then that just turned into we would change it like, hey, we're gonna tease the laughs out of our audience with our big natural jokes.
Yeah.
And just
Big natural skits.
Yeah.
and then there was a Fred video that had a comment that said, if this kid died, it would have no effect on my life.
Yeah.
And that we thought that was the harshest comment. So we said that all the time. You know what, Sean? If you died, it'd have no effect on my life. That was just the ultimate insult to each other. There was another one. The kid, you remember, wake up, everyone. It's Christmas.
Well, I played that on Christmas this year.
So did I.
Yeah.
I airdropped it to my family's HomePod before I was even had entered, and it scared the shit out of everybody.
So funny.
But anyway, there was, and again, I'm quoting this. This is not my words. There was a comment right at the top to this poor kid who just wants to sing about Christmas.
Yeah.
And the top comment was, "Downy clown ass fuck." It was just like, geez.
Oh
like,
my God.
people are so mean.
So mean.
I checked the comments on that video last Christmas, and it's funny. All the top comments are like, I think I'm coming here unironically now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
seriously.
sweet.
Seriously. But people used to leave the meanest comments
Yeah,
on that guy's
people-
channel. It
people
was
were so
ma-
horrible
and it
about-
really, when I found that video, I was kind of like, haha, like, look at this weird song.
Yeah.
And then as I saw those comments, and as Christmas got closer, he became more endearing to me. Where now it's like, I love this guy. I'm ready for Christmas.
He's just
Yeah.
he needs to release a 45 of that shit. I'll buy it.
Hey,
Yeah.
if he put that on vinyl, I would. You know what other song I would buy on vinyl? Rachel, you're gonna know this one. Goodbye to the people who hated
Oh
on
my
me.
God.
Goodbye to the people who
Danny.
trusted me. Was he British?
Yeah.
He was. A British artist named Danny who put out a song goodbye around
Danny,
that same time.
Where
Goodbye.
the A was a 4.
Yeah, the A was a 4.
Goodbye to the people who hated on me.
D4ny. But anyway, he needs to drop a vinyl too.
That was brilliant. Because like
We need Osama is dead as a vinyl. I keep interrupting Rachel. I'm so
that's
sorry.
no, that's
but
absolutely fine because Obama is dead as Osama is dead. Sorry.
Wait, what did you just
So
Obama is
funny.
dead.
I accidentally said Obama.
God,
I'm so
do you
sorry.
remember that time? I don't know if you were as aware of it or seeing it happen as much, Rachel, but what an annoying time it was when Obama was president and we were dealing with Osama.
Yep.
And these poor politicians would walk up. These guys are fucking 75 years
God.
old and would accidentally say the other name,
Yeah.
and people would throw a fit. Yeah, we've really got a problem with Osama. Boo! Boo! And it would just be like, I didn't mean to say it. Like I didn't. That was such an annoying part of the news cycle. At that point, it's like, yo, he didn't mean that. It's just a mistake.
There's a video of some newscaster on the BBC. There was somebody, I can't remember what his name is, but some politician who was he was terrible. And his last name was Hunt. And she literally said cunt, like live on like the BBC. And then she was like, I'm so sorry. I've never used that word. It just came out. And it was great. I can't remember.
Looks like a 50-50 split right down the middle. Remember that one? They're in like the KFC or something.
Oh man.
Split.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So anyway, just thinking back to YouTube comments that affected us and stuff like that. It's just sometimes there are comments that do make you stronger, but sometimes, man, people were just like horrific. And I
Really
encourage
rude.
you to hide those people as quick as you can.
I think that's changed a little bit on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you? Like people aren't quite as like absolutely vitriolic, are they?
Johnny, thoughts?
Johnny?
Did they say
I would
really
say
nasty
check
shit
out
about
some
you?
comments on Mega 64. and
Really?
No,
you'll
but
see
they're
some
not.
good shit.
They're not the same, and I don't know if that's the age
Maybe.
ranges changing, or what. But yeah, I feel like I used to see a lot more. You know what? Honestly, it might be YouTube's own filtration system.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I know now when there's hard profanity, it just sends them to a separate thing, and I never look at that. So it might be that.
Yeah.
But there used to be, I feel like, a lot more like you're fucking fat.
Yeah, like
stuff like
really
that.
specifically kind of I can understand like criticisms,
Yeah.
but like saying really, really harsh
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I mean, I was in one personal channel video and somebody said that I looked like I had Down syndrome. And I was like,
Oh.
cool. Not very
Nice.
nice.
Thanks
And
for that.
also ableist. So
Yeah.
what a nice guy. But
Yeah.
that was years ago. And now I just don't see that as much on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
The thing I have been seeing is like just lunatics on political videos.
Yeah.
Like any news video comes out and the entire chat is just like conspiracy theories and all this. And it's like, calm down. It's terrifying. But
Yeah. It's funny though, throughout the years, there's one thing I've consistently done, and that is I mute anybody. I don't like to mute, negative, like, hey, your last 3 videos haven't really worked for me.
Yeah.
Try this.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not happy to read that, but I'm not, that's an opinion. I'm not gonna mute someone, because now on YouTube it's not even blocking them. You actually silence them where they'll keep commenting, but you can't see it. No
Right.
one can.
That's so funny.
Which has been a wonderful addition. One good feature that YouTube has added. But so I don't do that for that. Where I'll do it is physical comments.
Yeah.
Where you look like you did so and so gain weight, and then a second comment. Yeah, I definitely think they're gaining weight. Oh, so and so, what's wrong with his lip? What's wrong with it? Things that are just like, why are you bringing this up?
Like
I
it's
mute all
so
those.
rude.
I honestly have thought, I wonder if I think I've muted anyone who's ever done that. I just think, okay, so if those are the kind of comments you leave that I don't, you're not valuable.
Yeah.
If it's, Sean is aged. That became
Yeah.
like a joke.
Oh.
But yeah, stuff where it's just like, every video, just a different physical comment. Oh, you look bigger than the last video. You look like sicker than the last one. Just like, okay, if this is what you like to comment on, that's fine. You can do it to yourself. That's the only thing I've muted, and obviously anything that was like racist shit
like
or something.
rude.
That goes without saying. But
There's been a lot more like bot comments. Like, have
Really?
you noticed this? Like,
Yeah.
things that are just like a link to like sexy girls online or whatever.
Yeah, or I love it's comments that come up where I love this. This is funny. I love this, and it's like these are bot comments that just show up as soon as I post the video.
Really? Oh my god.
And I don't really know what that is. What do they get out of that?
Yeah.
If they post a link, okay, well they want you to click the
Yeah,
link.
yeah,
But when
yeah.
they just posted like wonderful and funny,
I think they want you to go to their channel. Like the channel is always like.
I guess so,
sexy,
huh?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Or-
what
I
it
mean,
is.
who does that?
Thing.
Like, they've said wonderful. I'm going to click on the
Oh, they thought it was
channel.
wonderful too.
Like, great.
Yeah, I don't know
Anyway.
what the
It's so-
scheme is with
I
that.
think they're
It's very
hoping someone
strange.
sees the boobs in the avatar.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe.
if they do have a picture.
Trying to let a little light into your day.
But
Just
that-
trying to
that-
improve your.
Speaking of boobs,
Day a
though,
little bit.
always a good segue.
Yeah, go on.
That really was a dark time in YouTube too. And again, going back to the removal of the video responses.
Yeah.
But when people were kind of gaming that system and it was constantly boobs in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
That was like, what are we doing? Like
Mm-hmm.
That was
I am
pretty
happy. YouTube in a lot of ways, there's things that have gotten worse about this or that, but that is one thing that needed to be addressed. It was like, if every thumbnail is boobs, none of them are. You know what does that make sense? You just
Most of
it
those-
just starts to
Like, I wouldn't normally have a problem with girls just like make that money. Do like
Oh, yeah, no,
exploit that shit, make that money. But when
Absolutely.
it's like every single video,
It was always
and
Philip DeFranco's face.
it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't connected to the video.
It wasn't, and
Yeah.
they would post a response. It would have boobs in the thumbnail, and then it would be like they wouldn't say anything in the video about it. Wasn't
Yeah.
a response. It was just a nothing video, just to kind of have boobs out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it, make your money, but
Yeah.
like not en masse, like so many people doing
yeah,
it that it
it
like
made
clogs
so
up your
much
It was
recommendations
just
and
it was
stuff.
yeah, it was like breaking
over the
breaking
top.
the system.
It
Yeah.
made so much money. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you had to like put the thumbnail perfectly in the center of the video? Like you couldn't choose
Yeah.
a custom
Yeah.
PNG or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
So you'd be watching a video and it would like flash
It was just
boobs at you for a second.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that was all just a
What a
dark
time.
time. That was I hated all that. But what's funny, I do think back to things we should have taken. There are honestly, like, I have no regrets, but I do think back to things that, like, if I had maybe taken that a little more seriously, it would have been good. And I take that. I don't take that as regret. I take that as like things to remember going forward, kind of stuff. But I do think one of the things we didn't do right was actively did not care about the thumbnail. And as time goes on, it's like, oh, 90% of why people click anything are the title and the thumbnail. And it's
crazy,
so,
isn't
that
it?
is so, I think back then my brain wasn't big enough or I wasn't corrupted enough, I should say, to realize the world sucks that much. Like at the time, it's like, no, do good work. They'll click that.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I get older and I've done this business for fucking 20 years and it's like, oh, so it doesn't matter how good the video is. The thumbnail and the title have to be good.
It's the algorithm,
Great.
man. Like,
Yeah,
that's the worst part of it.
It really sucks. And so that's something I would not have admitted before, but now I think back and it's like, and I'm not saying we should have done like thumbnails. We still don't do that. Like we really don't.
But you can curate them now, which is
we curate them and we pick like what's the most here's the most striking image from our video, and I think that's fine. But back then we didn't care about them so much that I actually would pick the worst one.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think back to our Mario video that Miyamoto did a cameo in, and I remember one of the thumbnails was just the camera whooshing by a wall.
Oh my god.
And that's it. And I thought, yeah, that's the thumbnail. And
Yeah,
that was the
I remember
thumbnail.
that.
It was #1 on YouTube one day in like spring
Whoa, oh my
2007.
God.
And the thumbnail was just the whoosh across a wall because I didn't want to show Miyamoto.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to show anything. I was like, no, you click it, you'll find out what it is. And that was my attitude. And I just think back and it's like, yeah, that hit #1, but how much further would it have even gone if it had a thumbnail that made people go, whoa, what is this? You know? And it sucks because we have our own way, which is like, I don't want people to know Miyamoto shows up, but at the same time, if he was in the thumbnail, it would have 800 million views.
Maybe, yeah.
So, but I still think we walk that line of like keeping the surprise versus, you know, I don't know.
I mean, when I was in high school and I saw that video for the first time, I didn't know Miyamoto was in it. And I went,
that was a
holy
big
shit.
surprise.
Yeah.
I was so fucking blown away.
I feel like less people, that's always been my attitude, I guess, is like less people find it, but those that do are in.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? He's in this? You know, as opposed to it being some promoted thing. These guys worked with Miyamoto. Well, check it out. You know, but I do think we have to strike that balance a little better now. Back then, it was don't say a word, just let people discover it. But then over the years, it was like, we are doing a lot of hard work that people aren't finding. And that's not fair to the people who worked hard. So you do have to find that mix. And you know, we do a video with like Hideki Kamiya now. I will put him in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Maybe in the past I wouldn't have done that. Like, no. Wait and watch the video. But it's like, okay, if it's not like a huge spoiler surprise thing, let's show him so that people know he's in it. You know, you have to you do have to work with it a little bit. Ignoring the way things work completely is not going to be the ultimate solution.
I think
but yeah.
It's funny to think about this, but like I saw it in my front page the other day, but the Goose Game video, like that thumbnail is great. It's just
That
like you
is.
know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
You see that shit, and like that's like almost at 3 million views right
it.
now.
That's
good. Yeah. I knew right when I made I made that thumbnail in Photoshop. I was like, here's the goose on its own, and he's got the little animation, and I was like, it almost looks like a perfectly made thumbnail. Just a screenshot. And I remember looking at that, and the same week we made our Untitled Goose Game video and our Death Stranding video, and we worked way harder on the Death Stranding video. We worked really hard on that, and I looked at that Untitled Goose Game thumbnail, and I was like, this thumbnail is a banger.
Yeah.
And it won't matter what the video is, it's gonna get millions more views than the other one. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Also, it's based on an Untitled Goose Game, but that thumbnail, I remember thinking that. I was like, there's no way you're not gonna click that. If you know this game, you're gonna go, wait, is a goose real? I have to look at that. Yeah. Whereas with Death Stranding, you're seeing my ugly ass like on like all shirtless. Like,
it's funny, we'd like work on Death Stranding like super hard, and then you'd be like, hold on, I gotta go film Goose Game. And then you just like go to the beach.
Yeah.
And then it's like that
Throw
shit
some
has
stuff
3
around.
million views.
yeah, let me go over here for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
So
Okay,
funny.
now what are we doing for Death Stranding? But that's always how it is. It's always the thing we worked on for 2 seconds will always get more views than the thing we spent 8 months on.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
like Evangelion in 5 minutes we worked hard on, and it's getting a lot of views now.
That's
But
good.
but like
I think
you
it
know,
was easier back then though as well. Like you were saying, because there was less competition, if that makes sense. Like there were fewer people on YouTube, and like, you know, you didn't have to kind of play the system to be able to get views.
yeah,
Like,
but it was also that
now
it
it's
was
harder.
YouTube was more curated.
Yeah.
It actually had people going, "Oh, that's good work. Let's feature that."
Yeah. And now
I
they
mean,
don't care about that. It's
I-
like
Yeah, it's all algorithm controlled. There was one night in February 2012 that our channel went dink, and it was like, oh, they're not promoting our stuff anymore.
Oh my
That was it.
God.
It was like the views completely changed.
Yeah.
And you could look at it like we had a graph, and it was like look, dink. It changed right here.
God.
But I want to remind people, and it really happened, and it wasn't a joke. YouTube featured Gamer Wars. When Gamer Wars 1 went up on YouTube, at the top of the gaming section on YouTube, there was a banner up there, and they would feature like, yo, this guy did this in Minecraft. Yo, this guy did this in whatever. I don't know if Minecraft was out at that point. But there was one day where it was like PlayStation versus Xbox versus Wii. Who will win? Who knows? But watch it in Gamer Wars. I mean, YouTube featured Gamer Wars.
so funny.
If you need to know how, I mean, that's how YouTube used to be. So when we lament how it used to be, these guys would put Gamer Wars on the front page.
Yep.
Need I say more? Need I say
Exactly.
more?
Who do you think did that? Do you think like some YouTube employee was sitting at his desk and like, oh fuck, we have to feature something new? The previous one was there for 8 hours, and they just searched game, and the
no.
first one that showed up was like Gamer Wars. or
No,
something.
they used to be way
didn't even
better
watch
about
it.
taking care of their partners, and they had people looking over all the partner channels.
I forgot about the partner
When it was
channel
a
thing.
much more exclusive thing back then. So they would check in on all their partners, and we would get contact with them. I mean, that's why we have youtube.com/mega64. Our username on YouTube was not Mega64. It was RoccoB64.
RoccoB64.
But they were like, yo, your thing is Mega64. We'll get you that URL. This other guy
Wow.
doesn't need it. We'll give it to you. And they did that because they took care of their partners. I mean, there was one year, and then you want to know something crazy. The guy who had let me back up. They used to take care of their partners there was one Christmas, they sent all their partners, hey, here's $1,000 at B&H Photo.
Whoa.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff YouTube used to do. $1,000, yo, you could just have it. It's like, what? Yeah, buy equipment, make your videos better. I mean, now that doesn't matter to them. Now it's just like make it as long as you can and put ad breaks in it. But it used to be like, no, make quality stuff.
Yeah.
But crazy story about that. The guy who had the Mega64 username on YouTube emailed me. It was that Christmas, and he emailed me and said, "Hey, hi Rocco. I was just sent $1,000 for B&H Photo."
Oh my God.
And he said, and it was actually an old friend of mine who had that screen name on AOL Instant Messenger. And he said, yeah, they sent me that. I think they think that I'm you. Oh my God. And they sent it to me.
That's funny.
I just want to do the right thing and give this to you.
Aww.
And yeah, I was like, dude, you could have kept. And he's like, what am I going to do with $1,000 of film equipment? I'm not doing it. And it's like, they do have like big screen TVs on their website too, but that's okay. But yeah, he returned that to me, and I was so grateful. And I like yelled at YouTube after that. I was like, hey, thank you for doing this for your partners, but you are sending stuff to another person.
Yeah.
Because they gave me that guy's URL and they got confused and all that stuff.
Gosh.
And they said, oh yeah, we'll never make that mistake again. And to their credit, they didn't.
Wow.
But that guy was really, really nice and did that. So shouts out to him.
Yeah.
Lee, if you're out there, shouts out to you, man.
Aw.
Shouts out.
Good
I
guy,
named
Lee.
I named the character in Sequence Erase after him.
Whoa.
So because
That's
I was so happy. I don't know.
We're so happy.
That's
Anyway,
great though.
so shout out to him.
What did you buy with the $1,000? Sorry I don't want to drag it. infinitely.
Just bullshit. Video games.
Yeah.
Just bullshit. Doesn't
no.
matter.
I think we got our first LED lights, like our light. Back then, they were by the brand Light Panels. They were the first to make. At the time, they were revolutionary. Like, whoa, lights that aren't like super hot. Like they're just LED. We got those, like some of the earliest ones, and so that really helped us out. Even just one of those lights was like a lot. It was almost the full $1,000, I think.
Damn.
So I think that's what it got us. Or maybe we got a couple for that amount. I can't remember. They were expensive back
They
then.
were super expensive. I remember
Yeah.
wanting to. I was like a big fanboy and I wanted to make videos like you
Yeah.
guys. And I was like a kid. And so I was completely like, holy fuck, why are the lights $700 each?
Oh my god.
Still are.
Yeah.
Yeah. LED you can get cheaper now, but they're
you
still
get-
fairly expensive.
You can get like kits on Amazon.
Yeah.
They're not like built amazing, but
Yeah.
I would say anyone out there, if you want to get LED kits, make sure you get barn doors so you can kind of.
Yeah, you do want to be able to control that.
Or else they'll just like fucking blast whatever your little film tip.
But yeah, to have lights like for green screen and all that stuff that didn't get hot and you could put a light an inch from someone's face and it was fine.
Yeah.
And light it that way. That really helped us out at a time where no one else had that tech that I knew. So that really helped us out a lot. But yeah, YouTube used to do stuff like that. They would send us stuff and they're just not like that anymore. They don't care if it's quality work. It just needs to like
It just
fill
has to be
time.
long and have enough ad breaks in it.
Yeah, have enough ad breaks. And let me tell you, when we put up like these streams and stuff like that on YouTube and things like that,
Chat right now.
they
Fuck you guys.
what?
They're saying, and don't break the bulb. When talking about the light.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful. You
Oh,
have to break-
Jimmy.
we still have some with bulbs. Well, used to.
Shut up.
But anyway, we what was I saying? Oh, that when they automatically add their own mid rolls to the videos. We go in and delete probably 90% of them.
Oh my God.
Because our streams, they what did we upload the other day? That Nothing But Stubs podcast.
Oh, that had like 1 million.
That was what I was watching
it had
just before this. I like didn't know you guys were streaming and I was watching Nothing But Stuff.
Yeah,
I saw your Sopranos reference and I was
yeah,
like,
we
oh,
did
good
that.
job, Rocco.
Yeah, so we did that like a fake podcast, and I think it was like 40 minutes or something like that. And they had, and I'm not exaggerating, I think there was 15 or 16 mid rolls. 15 or 16. So about every 3 minutes, it would stop for another commercial, and I'm just like, why would anyone stick with this?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a
That's
future
punishing.
where we can get a website like old YouTube again eventually? Could it ever happen
wondered
again? And
about
I don't
that.
mean like bring back old YouTube, but like
Yeah.
Reward people for making artistically good videos. Is it
Um,
possible ever again?
Well, let me just say first with all the it is frustrating they do all the mid-roll ads, but as people are bringing up in the chat, YouTube Premium, I have always felt like I'll pay for something to not have ads.
Yep.
I do believe YouTube Premium is like worth doing that.
Yep.
You get no ads, and the channels that you watch that are partnered or whatever, they actually do get a way bigger cut. I'm
That's
just
a big
saying
relief.
that I'm not speaking for ourselves, but just the things you like to support, it supports them way more having
That's
that.
great. I didn't know that.
yeah.
And I've got YouTube Premium because it was just getting beyond a joke. I was
Yeah.
getting like Trump ads all the time, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, thank you.
So it might be, I'm not saying it's like, I'm not saying, it might be expensive, it might be whatever, but
It's
it is
$11.99. It's not that bad.
it is way it's way beneficial to the partners that you watch. I'm sure they are very appreciative if you have that
That's
and you
great.
get no ads. So I would recommend that, but but where was I going with that? Oh, but in terms of old YouTube coming back, it's hard because the media landscape is different now. So
Yeah.
if any site gets any following at all, the companies are going to come in like, okay, start blocking this content, start doing that content. Where is this? Why are you advertising that? It's eventually going to turn into the same thing again. I mean, you're kind of seeing it happen with Twitch is going through what YouTube did years ago, where it's like copywritten music. What do we do with this?
Such a shame.
And it'll happen to other stuff too. So
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know.
that,
We need internet too. What?
People know that the internet is a hotbed of entertainment now. Like
Yeah.
YouTube used to be, the internet used to be something different. Like
Yeah.
not everybody was on it, and social media wasn't as big and all of that. And then it became like, oh, everybody's on it, and
Yeah.
this is where everyone can see stuff all the time. So advertising became the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Anything that gets put on the internet now, anybody's going to find that and go like, yeah, I can make money off of this.
Yeah.
This is capitalism, baby.
It's
Like-
it's mainstream where it didn't used to be kind of.
So I think that was like the golden age of like anyone can put anything out there and it's not a big deal. And now it's like, no, it has to be advertisable. It has to have, it's a big shame.
I don't think like a new platform is going to come out, but I think you could utilize what's around to do your thing. Like, you might be like,
I think so too.
Yeah, like, oh, I make weird videos on Twitter. Or, oh, I make TikToks. Like, I think you have the freedom that you want, and like to go outside of YouTube's kind of box.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really, as I've gotten older, have realized I would get so pissed about that stuff, but I realized like, yeah, a lot of things suck, but you still do have a million places every day. You have an opportunity to do something on one of them.
Yeah,
that's true.
That it's just a leaping off spot. Hey, I'm gonna post weird videos on Twitter and fuck it, see where that goes. You know. So I think there's a lot of places to do stuff. It's just you have to get a little more creative, maybe. But yeah.
Well, I'm happy to. I feel like part of it comes down to like people who are willing to pay money. You know, like I'm willing to put money into the Patreon in order to like just not even like watch all of the content that you put on Patreon, but just like I go back to like, you know, if I were to put dollars to dopamine, like how much joy did you bring me, and then amortize that over, you know, how much money is that worth? It's like I'll toss money at all the people I love. You know, I love the content from them, no problem. And I think maybe more people are starting to do that.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think people are starting to realize that like $1 a month or like $2 a month or something is like not, you know, it's not going to break the bank.
That's one thing I really, there's a lot of things that have gotten worse about the internet and this and that, whatever. But one thing that has genuinely gotten better is the value of entertainment type stuff. Because let me tell you, when I was a kid on the internet, when I was a teen or whatever on the internet, there were a lot of things that were cooler. It was way more underground, way more whatever, but no one would pay for shit. It was like, this, where do I torrent it? Yeah, let me rip this thing off. Yeah. Oh, this guy's doing a thing? Yeah. Oh, that one program? Yeah, it's like $2. I don't give a shit. Yeah, rip it. Okay, yeah. How do I crack this? Okay, yeah. It was all free for all.
Yeah.
And I really do feel like now it's like, hey, we have systems in place. We can kick a few bucks to the people we really appreciate.
Yep.
You know, and we know that it will only work if we can support them.
Yeah.
You know, this thing isn't going to materialize for free. Okay, I'm going to throw them a few bucks every month. I'm going to throw this guy a few bucks every month. That has become a thing that people know now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to it used to be like, you know, oh, the internet, it's all free. You know, it was. And I loved Napster, but it was the Napster era where it was just like, no, the internet is free shit. That's what it is. It's free shit. So I understand that mentality, but now people understand these things can't exist if you don't support, and people are happy to do it. And there's ways to get involved too, where it's like, hey, you supported us, well, you get this and you get that. You know, it's a better ecosystem, I think, than back then.
Just a side note here, just side tangent, a little side rant. Like, YouTube is kind of annoying with creators, but I think personally, certain companies have to be better to people who want to be creative. Like, Adobe gouging everyone like every month is really upsetting to me. Like, it really like puts this weird like money wall up to people who are like, oh, I want to learn editing. It's like, well, you gotta pay us $30 a month.
That's why I haven't. Like, I would love to do that. I'm like interested in that, and I can't afford that. I haven't got any money. I haven't got a job. So what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know?
It would
to
be,
get that shit for free.
The cool thing would be if like Adobe would like, hey, if you want to learn editing, like we'll give this to you for a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Give it to him for a year, and then hey, at the end of a year's a long time, and at the end of a year, hey, are you going to continue with video editing? Cool, time to pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would be cool to like give it I don't know, like incentivize the education behind it.
What if they
like,
had
make it get people in and involved?
What if they had like an education mode where you get it for free, but like let's say you can't like export or something, like you could learn, like just have something where you could learn. I don't know.
Exactly.
I think they could do a lot. But there's a lot of companies though that I think, I don't even know if I want to say greed, but like the capitalistic side of it keeps them from being something more. If Adobe did that, they'd look like saints. It would be like, yo, Adobe rules. They let you do all this stuff, and then. You know, you pay at the end of your journey, you pay. I felt that way with Canon. Canon in 2010 created, or 2009, whenever, made the Canon 5D, the first DSLR little camera that could record video. You can record video and change lenses so it looks even better. Video was revolutionized. It was like some random, I mean, they were about, maybe $2,000, but those cameras could do what previously only $100,000 camera could do.
Right.
And it was like, this is a revolution. For $2,000, you could film a Hollywood movie with this thing. And it was revolutionary. And I remember thinking, wow, Canon has the independent film scene on lock. What is going to be their follow-up? Are they going to add like, audio check and like microphone jacks and all that stuff where you can, make a more robust, cheap camera? And they didn't do that.
Yeah.
It was like, people like our video stuff. Okay, here's a $20,000 new camera. Look at all the stuff it has.
I think it's
$20,000 is not $2,000. Like that's very different.
I think it's because the Red came out and they were like, oh shit, like they wanted to get into that prosumer.
Yeah, but it was like you guys had an entire student market.
Everyone I went to school with had a fucking DSLR.
Yeah. And it just became like they just kind of sat there with it, like, well, we're doing this awesome $20,000 camera. Okay. I feel like sometimes they have that. Somebody has something that could be something greater, and they just think about short-term profits. I don't know. But I'm not an expert with this stuff, so.
People in the chat were mentioning DaVinci Resolve. I feel like that's another like mind-blowing. I don't know if you guys are Resolve heads or anything, but
I know of it.
I was like the big torrent guy. I was torrenting Sony Vegas and torrenting Premiere, and I just fucking threw it all out. I don't want to be a torrent pirate anymore. I just want something good that I don't have to feel guilty, have to infect my computer. So DaVinci Resolve does that, and it's like this free program, and it doesn't like put a fucking Jack Link's watermark on your video. Perfectly fine. And if you were to want to pay for it, you could upgrade to a slightly better version, using a little bit better coloring tools and a little better, like plugins or something like that. I love the like free and then add a little bit more.
Like pay for the better version kind of thing. I would love that. I wish
I agree. I think they should do that.
Lots of people were saying like, oh, I use this free program. I use that free program to like edit videos. When I was younger, I used to edit a lot of videos. I did like convention music videos and shit.
Yeah.
I even made like a Mega 64 one like years ago.
Hell yeah.
And then like I used Windows Movie Maker for most of those original ones. And then one of my friends had like a link to Sony Vegas on her website. So I got it for free there. And I used Sony Vegas like a bunch of times. It was good. And I learned a lot just by using it. But then I was like looking into like, what editing programs do people use? Like what's a really good one to learn? And everyone was saying like the only one that's even worth learning, if you want to take this into a career, the only one worth using is Adobe After Effects or whatever it's called.
It's weird because they call it like cinema standard or like film standard.
Yeah.
Certain things become like unified, and so like if different people can like have the same program, it's easy to like send different files. For a while, it was Final Cut. Final Cut was like the big one.
Forever, our first like decade doing Mega 64, it was like, you guys use Final Cut, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to use Final Cut. Hey, when you're done with this, give us the Final Cut files. It's like we don't use that. We were Adobe Premiere from day one.
Yeah.
And people were like, Adobe Premiere, really? And now it's like everyone's using Adobe.
And someone in the chat's talking about Avid. Avid is still like the industry standard.
Yeah.
But you see more and more people go to Premiere. It's funny though, because like Final Cut was like the biggest thing, and then Final Cut X happened.
Yeah.
And it was wild to see like Adobe was like not super big, but then after that it was like, oh no, I only use Premiere.
Final Cut. Rachel, I don't know if any of this is repeat info, if you know about this or not, but Final Cut X was. Or was it Final Cut 10?
I called it X.
Who knows?
X.
But it was where they Final Cut was this. Yeah, it was like an industry standard program, and then they thought, what if we update it in a way that it's simple for everyone to use?
Right. Yeah.
And it was like the dumbification of this program professionals used was suddenly trying to get grandma to edit a video, and it was like, all right, well, we're done with that. And all the professionals jumped. They were, I'm Premiere now. And I was just sitting there like, I've been using Premiere.
Yeah.
I already know how to
When
use
X
it.
came out, I was being a brat. I was still on 7. Like Final Cut 7 was shit.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat just said it, but with Adobe,
Real film hours.
Adobe, there's still people talking about, CS6 all the way. Because that's the last one you can crack that doesn't ask you for a subscription.
Flash CX6 is fucking... Mwah.
I still know people on YouTube. There's one fairly popular YouTuber that I know who is still editing all their shit with CS6. How does it even load their footage anymore? None of that is optimized for anything. And they said, and they are like, nope, I won't do. But then I'll have to do a subscription. I don't want to add a subscription every month. I do not want to add a subscription. And it's like, I understand that, but by paying that subscription, you're also getting, I get that, but you're also getting, like, they're going to when things break, they'll fix it. Like they'll do, and it's like CS6 is like, oh, it doesn't load this camera's footage. I guess that's that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I switched to Sony Vegas, because like my camera got too good and Windows Movie Maker wouldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
That was exactly it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You mentioned the now loading, the Mega 64 now loading voice is gone now. It's like, sorry to, bring it up, but
yeah, they took the original pitch shifter effect out of Premiere in last year's update. Oh so when I did this Tony Hawk video, it's like I can't do that. I've used the same pitch shifter effect. There's one knob in it that I would turn all the way one way, and it would go now loading. It'd make my voice sound a certain way. And then I went to do the Tony Hawk video, and it's like, oh, that tool's gone. Use our new pitch shifter, and it doesn't have any of those options in there. And it just makes me sound like that. And it was
I bet like half the comments were like, why is it different?
Yeah. And they were like, oh, no wonder it's a prank, so he made his voice sound different. It's like, no, that's probably how it'll sound from now on. Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed about that. I've used the same tool since 2003 with Adobe Premiere 6.5 or whatever. And install. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you should try to install the old one on like an old machine, right? And anytime you have to do the now loading voice, you do it on that machine, and that's it. You just export it.
Yeah, maybe I will. I'll put it on an old computer or something, maybe.
Some of the chat is still talking about Avid, but I just want to know, like, to that person, do you still need like a fucking Avid machine to run it? When I was in film school and I had to learn Avid, that shit was like archaic. It wasn't, they had the oldest fucking Avid machines, but
is that another editing program?
It's the industry standard, and it's so powerful you need like a dedicated computer for it.
Fuck.
I was under the impression that Avid was more for like documentary type things.
Right.
Like it wasn't. I could be talking out of my ass. I didn't go to film school or anything, but I thought Avid was always billed as like, here's how you edit A shots into B shots, and then like put this shit on there.
I think for a while it was the only application that could kind of like intake all this footage.
Yeah.
But now it's not the case, and I think people still use it. Like I've heard people talk like on podcasts who like edit for certain like Comedy Central. They'd be like, I was in the Avid lab. Like I still think a lot of companies still have Avid machines and like little like dark rooms for people to edit in.
Wow.
I used to work with an editor named David.
And he edited in Avid.
No, you didn't get it.
Oh.
No, you didn't get the joke.
Oh.
I'd just like to also defend myself and say that at the moment I'm fucked anyway, because my laptop is a Toshiba Satellite that was £300 from 2014. It takes like 40 minutes to boot up, so getting a video to run would be also a struggle. So I don't think I'll be editing any videos.
You gotta back that up.
soon.
Do you back up your data?
Yeah, I've got
Someone's
like
backing it
two.
up.
I've got
All
two big things. There's not a lot of shit on there anyway, but it's an ancient machine. We're gonna try and get a PC this year, I think. So.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully, like if we get that stimmy.
It's cracking me up. All the new rumors about the new this is just a random thing you reminded me, but there's been rumors every day. I've been waiting for a new MacBook Pro. I'm gonna upgrade this year, especially if we start getting get these Biden dollars, get them flowing.
Biden stimmy
owes me $2,000. Where is it,
Biden
buddy?
bucks.
Joe, hey Joe, where is it?
Hey Joe.
No, but if I can like sell my other one, I'm gonna maybe upgrade it. If we'll see what happens. But there's been rumors about the new. What's the next MacBook Pro gonna have? What's you know, what features is going to have. And it's so funny because every year they'd get lighter, thinner. Look, and now they don't even have ports. Now there's just a couple USB connectors and USB-C connectors, and that's it. Oh, now it doesn't have like they just get thinner, lighter, thinner, lighter. Their lead designer left. Johnny Ive is not with the company anymore. He might be the new CEO of Ferrari.
Johnny Ive?
Yeah. Isn't that his name?
Ive's alive.
Yeah. I think he's going to be the new CEO of Ferrari.
Oh, wow.
Like, 'cause he's a brilliant designer, but supposedly I've heard that his design philosophy for everything was thinner, lighter, no matter what. Like, doesn't matter. Remove this feature. Doesn't matter. You know, whatever. And that's what Apple was always kind of known for was, you know, they ripped the Band-Aid off. They removed a disk drive. They removed that. You know, they simplify everything. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny. Now there's new MacBook Pro rumor. There's going to be a new 16-inch MacBook Pro this year with like it might have a micro LED screen. It might have like really high quality stuff. And every new rumor is something going back on what that guy did. It's like, yeah, they might have ports again. What? Yeah. Latest like rumor yesterday. Yeah. SD card slot.
No, fuck
what?
Whoa.
Yeah. Might have MagSafe connector again. What? I think we might get rid of the touch bar and just put physical buttons back. What? Like every rumor is something they went back on like 5 years ago. I don't know if any of it's true. It could be all BS, but that
it's
was
like Biden removing the Diet Coke button from the Resolute desk on the first
Yeah,
day. It's
which-
just going back on all the
we're just
all the
removing,
Trump things.
you know, going back on all the things we did. It happened with the phone. As soon as Johnny Ive was gone, iPhone 11 came out, and guess what? It was a little thicker with a way better battery. And it's because, he kept making the phone thinner so they couldn't put a better battery in. But as soon as he left, a little thicker. Like they never got thicker until that guy left. And now it's like, wouldn't you rather have it be 0.2 millimeter thicker so you could have an all-day battery?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So anyway, I think that's what happened. That guy left and they went, okay, he's gone. Let's do it. Okay. So anyway, I just thought, thinking of computer stuff, that's what reminded me of that. Hopefully we won't have another Apple mouse with the charger on the bottom. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
God.
You had to set it on its side to charge it.
I'm no Apple guy or anything. I'm mostly a PC man, but
Yeah.
I am big into those mice, except for that one thing you just said. You have to fucking flip it upside down.
The worst design I've ever seen. Worst design I've ever seen in a product. You had to flip the mouse upside down and charge in the middle of it. Like
So many precarious situations where I have like some like assignment due, or
Yeah.
I have like some write up to do or something important, and then the mouse dies. It's like, oh, your mouse is.
well, you
dead
got to
now.
flip it
pops
upside
up.
down. That was the worst design I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it was awesome. I think that, or I thought there was something else they had that was like, wow, that is truly awful design. I don't know. I thought there was another product they had that I cannot remember. There's one.
Bendgate.
What's that?
Bendgate.
Oh, Bendgate. The phones bend. There are people who say that about AirPods. Like those look so stupid. Those always look stupid. But then people show me the other companies that make the wireless headphones, and they look like fucking beans. Like what? Like these all look goofy. Like what? That's never the problem with AirPods is that people don't wear them right, and then they stick out of their ears like they got they're like.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I see that all the time.
I mean, you look like a moron. But if you have them flush to your head like they're supposed to be, it doesn't matter to me. None of them look bad to me. Who cares?
I did get one of those little beans, like that slots right into your ear.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I had a job where I was happily listening to music whilst I worked for ages, and then somebody was like, it's not really fair on the other ladies who are on the phones that you're listening to music all day. And I was like, I'm doing a different
Come
job.
on.
Like, what's your problem? And she was like, you shouldn't listen to music whilst you're working. And I was like, this is the most mind-numbing job in the
Yeah.
entire world. Fuck off, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I bought a little wireless Bluetooth one that literally just fit inside your ear cavity.
Yeah.
And I bought it in like light pink, so it kind of matched my skin color.
Oh, yeah.
Had my hair down all the time, so literally all the time I just had my phone on. Nobody knew, and it was a genius hack. I'm proud
That's
of myself for
awesome.
that.
That's
so that was a
awesome.
really good use of that because
Yeah.
you could hide it and no one knew.
Yeah.
And then you'd just be like, oh, I just need to itch my ear. Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah.
It was like turning the button off.
That's rad.
But-
That's great. There's rumors that the next edition of like AirPod Pros might be a more in-ear kind of thing. Like
yeah.
they
Well,
might.
the ones, yeah, Kevin got the pros. I've got the original ones,
Yeah.
I think, and Kevin got the pros, and the stick on them's tiny. Like the little bottom of the pros is
Yeah.
like way smaller. It's
Yeah.
barely even there. Mine are like all the way down.
Yeah, there's talk that whenever they do the next revision, that'll be eliminated totally or something. But I don't know. I don't
It'll
know.
go all the way in. It won't come out.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah.
that's- it's
Hopefully,
in
just
there for
lodge
good.
that in there. I'm good.
If
Something
you
that
discharge it, you put a magnet right here.
yeah, you
just
the
against your
Apple
head.
Pillow. It's got magnet coils in it.
Can you imagine? Oh my god.
I did want to say, I know this is a terrible thing to bring up, but the guy who created Ren and Stimpy, I know, another great segue. But what you reminded me, Rachel, is, of course, all this horrific stuff came out about the guy who created Ren and Stimpy, John Kay or whatever. Not getting into that, but all of this stuff came out, terrible abusive things. And then I remember one of his employees were like, yeah, and I want to talk about something else, even though it's not as bad as the other stuff. He said, working for him was a nightmare. Everybody said working for him was a nightmare.
Yeah.
And he said, but one of the things was we would do these big elaborate backgrounds, paintings and drawings and whatever for that show. That show had a lot of artwork, and anybody doing headphones while doing the paintings all got called up by him.
What?
Like, hey, like headphones gone or you're out.
What?
And they were like, I'm literally just painting the same forest for hours. I'm gonna listen to music
Yeah.
or the baseball game or whatever. And he said, well, I mean, if you're spending part of your brain on listening to that stuff, that's a part of your brain not being used in your art.
Oh my god.
And it was like, are you fucking kidding me? So to not get fired, they had to put their headphones away and work on the thing in
Get
silence.
long hair, guys. That's how you do it. You trick people. They'll
Yeah.
never know if your hair is covering your
So
ears.
it's just yet another example of that guy being a
That guy
power
being an
tripping
asshole.
fucking
That's
asshole.
so stupid because people's brains work in different ways. Like
Yeah.
all of my jobs, because I was just temping because I wanted to be able to come here more often.
Yeah.
They were all just like basic data entry jobs. They were
Yeah.
all really boring. I wish I'd done something harder and like more challenging, but
Yeah.
if I'd done that, I probably wouldn't have been allowed to come here for 3 months at a time.
Yeah.
So, it was like my brain works in a way where if it's really boring, I can't do it. If I've not got something else going
Yeah.
on, because it's just so dull. I'm like, God, I'd rather think about anything else. So mechanically, I work a lot better if I'm just doing something that requires like almost no brain power whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I have something to like listen to or
Yeah.
completely distract the
Yeah.
interested part of my brain. So my last thing was like reading people's insurance policies from like the 1940s, just their address, and typing that into this like a form on the other side.
Yeah.
It was so like I did not need to think to do that job at all.
Yeah.
And so I would just like Pride and Prejudice on repeat in my ears
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
And I just would crank out like fucking 200 policies a day or something. And people were like, whoa, how are you doing that? And I'm like, because I'm not talking and I'm not thinking about what I'm having for dinner or anything.
Yeah,
I'm literally just
absolutely.
listening to Pride and Prejudice and cracking on.
Yeah.
Like it was just easy.
Yeah, that was when we used to do the Blu-rays and DVDs that Mega 64 would put out. I would do those all myself, and it was just converting videos and designing menus and doing all that. And it was honestly enough work for a team, but I'd be there late at night and I would put on hours of podcasts or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I
And
did
just
podcasts
crank
too.
on it because it's like, my brain can go on autopilot.
Yep.
It wasn't a creative decision. It was
Yeah.
like, this stuff's already, the creativity has been done. It's
Yeah.
all, I just need to put it in a list and do it, and and if I go into a flow state listening to this stuff
Yeah.
and doing that, so this guy talking about fucking don't listen to music or you can't do art. If they're doing good work, who cares? Like, that's what I would judge. If the guy's doing shit, then if the guy's doing shitty work, I bet you it's not because they're listening to music on their head. Like
exactly.
there's
Like,
no way
they're
to
just not very good.
yeah. So
There was one dude at my work who did not listen to music and struggled to do 18 policies a day when some of us
Oh.
were doing like over 150 on a
Oh, good.
bad day. And
Sounds
it was like,
good.
he got fired.
sounds
Pretty
about
quick.
right. Jeez.
What
Shocking.
gets me about editing, like video editing, is that
Yeah.
you cannot listen to music while doing it.
Yeah.
Like you,
Yeah.
'cause you play the same like 3 seconds over, and then
Yeah.
you can't listen to music as you're trying to get the perfect cut. And I don't know how to get over that. I feel like
Yeah,
that's like one blocker.
I find that I just got to jump into it. Like there are days I'm on a high from something like, oh, we just did this thing and I just want to put on music and do other stuff. And it's like, no, I have to sit here quietly and edit this thing. And it's like, oh, I can't get down to that. I can't do it. I find that I just have to do it. And then after 20 minutes of messing with it, then I'm in the tunnel. Then I'm like, okay, I can just keep editing this. Yeah, this is not a,
I could talk about this now because they're not a company anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to edit for Frederator's YouTube channel.
Oh shit.
I used to have to do some.
Frederator, wow.
Yeah, I used to have to do some of their like 107 facts or whatever about Star versus the Forces of Evil or some shit.
Yeah.
That shit would get so tedious at times that I could put on music. Because it would just be like, oh, I have to find like 20 photos from the show.
Yeah.
Like, I would get a fucking 8-page long script, and I'd have to go like sentence by sentence and find an image for each sentence.
Yeah.
It'd be like, Star versus the Forces of Evil is about blah, blah, blah. Okay, I got to find a picture of her looking confused. And it would be hard because some of these shows, there's like no images. I had to do a video about Cat Dog. There is 0 fucking images on Google of Cat Dog that are like bigger than like
non-pornographic
200 by 200. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
also that. But I used to put ASMR in the background. Just has like soothing because I'd be so fucking furious.
See, I can't do that because that just puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
ASMR stuff puts me to sleep. Listen to Bob Ross. I'm ready to go to bed. But
I want to see Johnny's 550 cat dog fact video.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
hey,
107 about Cat Dog. I edited.
I want to
that.
agree with the chat. Fuck Cat Dog, dude. That shit was not funny. Oh, he's a cat. Oh, you cat and a dog. Wow. Fuck that. Give me a funny dog or a funny cat.
You didn't
You
like
combine them,
Winslow,
it's
dude?
not funny.
You like that blue mouse that would come
Fuck
in?
that.
Nope.
No, Cat Dog wasn't funny. And you know what? This might be a cutting off point, but I feel like I was just too old. But fuck Angry Beavers too. Fuck that.
Yeah, I
shit.
didn't watch Angry
That
Beavers.
shit was weird.
Oh, they're angry. Good. Wow, they're mad. Yeah. Okay. Cares. But Cat Dog was worse. Cat Dog was bad.
I never watched it.
Anyway.
I'm trying. I used to edit Fortnite videos for Channel Frederator's gamer channel
God.
called the Leaderboard.
Oh.
That shit sucked.
That sucks, Johnny.
That must have been recently. Wasn't Fortnite like
Yeah,
last year?
Yeah.
right before I started working here. But COVID rocked them so hard they shut down all their YouTube channels. So
Damn.
if you want to look up those
Damn.
videos, check them
That
out.
sucks.
I think Dan
Frederator,
Christmas used to
you-
work for them too. I think Dan Christmas used to work for them too.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's
They
that?
made the Fairly Odd Parents, right? Like the show,
Who?
Frederator. There would be you know how there was like a machine gun at the end of each Fairly Odd Parents.
No, you're
Yeah.
thinking of FBS Russia.
Yeah. No, I swear.
Yeah.
Frederator.
The animation company still exists, but their YouTube division does not.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because they made Fairly Odd Parents, right?
Yeah, and
Like,
Adventure Time
Oh,
love that
yeah.
shit.
and all that.
I've
shit.
never to this day seen Fairly Odd Parents. And
Really?
every now and then people will bring up, like, reference it, and I'll just be like, yeah, okay. I don't know.
I watched it as a 5-year-old and I fucking loved it. And then I watched it yesterday as a 23-year-old and it was the worst thing I've ever seen. It
Oh,
was
no.
unwatchable. It's a kids show.
Yeah.
So
I liked it as a teen, but you know.
Oh, yo, people in the chat talking about Kablam.
I love
Shout out all
Kablam.
you Kablam heads. Dude, Prometheus and Bob, my favorite one. Action League Now.
Sniz and Fondue.
Dude, Action League Now, you had you ever think about gags they wouldn't do today? The Flesh.
The Flesh.
The guy who's super strong and super naked.
Yeah.
They would not have a naked guy in part of the
And Stinky Diver. He would
Stinky Diver.
melt
I've never
man.
heard of any of this shit you're talking about.
Oh, it was
Do
good.
not know what you're saying.
And then there was
the Offbeats.
No, I can tell you're gonna make something up. I can tell.
Oh no, that wasn't Kablam. I can name all the
who
Kablam
else?
shows.
Who else was in it?
There was the Offbeats, Prometheus and Bob, Sniz and Fondue.
What was Sniz and Fondue?
It was the one cat with the blue like chef hat.
Oh,
And then there
remember
was
this.
Life with Loopy.
Life with Loopy. I know the name, but I don't remember what
Yeah.
that was.
I feel like you're making.
I
these
do.
things
I
up.
fucking love Kablam. I like watched a lot of it.
Yeah, I
recently.
liked Kablam. That was good.
I
Kev
think
was
I named
talking
all
about
of
that
them.
the
They
other
had like little shorts that like some like rando creators would make. It's funny. You try to get info on any of these shows. There's like no info.
Just doesn't
Damn.
exist.
Like no one knows who created fucking Life with Loopy.
Yeah.
Aw, that's so sad. Lost the time.
Oh, I'm gonna Google Sniz and Fondue.
But Prometheus and Bob was good. Oh, Angela Anaconda started on Kablam.
Okay.
Yo, that shit sucked.
That shit
Okay,
was
fuck you,
terrible.
because I loved that show.
Oh my god, I'd rather fucking die than
that
watch
was
it.
that hit
You
me
had to
like
see those
right at the perfect
heads.
time. I love that show.
I don't remember Sniz. I don't remember Sniz and Fondue.
Damn.
Angela Anaconda came out when I was like 10, 11. Loved it.
Oh man,
I
I
thought it
wanted
was
to
so funny.
dump acid into
I-
my eyeballs after that. No, I'm just being.
I'd never
harsh,
watched
but-
that show. I only saw the fucking short they did before the Digimon,
Digimon
movie.
movie, yeah.
That shit was terrible.
Yeah. I was hoping it would be part of. Yeah, I was hoping she showed up in the movie, but
Yeah.
it didn't
On
happen.
account of the fact that I've got a Digimon.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
That show would freak me out because like they use like old photos, and I was like, the
Yeah.
people in these photos are definitely dead.
yeah.
Like,
Well, they probably after they saw the show, they
Yeah,
definitely
they're
didn't
like,
want to be
"Fuck."
alive anymore.
don't use my fucking likeness.
Oh yeah, Bug Juice. Yeah, Bug Juice was on Disney Channel, and it was like a reality show for kids where they were all at a summer camp. And the only episode I remember from it
fuck was
is
Bug Juice?
there was one episode where something happened and they wouldn't talk about it. I know that sounds boring, and it was. There's literally an episode where they're sending Chris home. I'm not going to talk about what happened, but it definitely happened, and we're all really disappointed. Yeah, we didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, he definitely did something he shouldn't have been doing.
He did a shit.
And I can't even, I mean, that was like a whole fucking episode. We're all sad Dan's going home. We just can't believe him and Chris would do that, but it is what it is. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to get into it. And it was like 20 years later, it hit me and I went, I'm going to fucking Google what that was. What the hell happened? And I think a kid smoked weed.
Oh.
So yes, as bad as you thought.
We got Kid Nation in the chat. I watched Kid Nation. Do you guys watch Kid Nation?
No.
No,
Back
that
in
was
the day?
twisted. That was twisted.
I watched that when it first. I was the same age as the people on that show.
Yeah.
No way.
And I
Oh,
wanted to be on that show
well-
so fucking bad.
Oh, I thought he
I was
teleported
like,
it. Yeah.
so. Oh, I think I'm cutting out or something.
No,
you're
Did I
good.
cut out?
pause for a sec.
They're trying to get me for
You're good
spitting
now.
facts about Kid Nation. Anyway, I wanted to be on that show. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I was their age, I was 13 or 11 or 12 or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to be on. You guys ever wanted to be on reality TV? I feel like
No,
I watched.
fuck
I grew up
no.
on Survivor.
Really?
No,
I was
I
so
hated
interested in
reality
that.
TV then and now. I can't stand it.
I wanted to be one of those kids that got to walk into a Toys R Us with a cart and fill it up. That
Oh,
was
shit.
about it.
Oh yeah, that I wanted to
exactly,
do.
game shows. I more mean game shows.
Yeah, game
Like,
show.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Stuff
like
that.
I want to be on What Would You Do?
Yeah.
And I wanted to go to that wall of stuff and open up stuff and get a pie can into the face. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Wow.
Supermarket.
Yeah. Supermarket sweep.
Shumble. Fumble.
Supermarket
what is it called?
sweep.
Sweep.
Yeah. Yeah, but the
Fumble?
Super Toy Run, I would
Supermarket fumble.
when I would
I don't know.
when I would go to the to like Toys R Us or whatever, I would like speed run it in my mind. I'd be like,
Dude.
okay, if I got the opportunity, I would take all the video game tickets. I'd go
Exactly.
down there.
They
I'd
never
go
went
down
to the video games.
Then the aisle next door is all the figures. I would dump
Yeah.
those, and I would get a Power Wheels, throw that in, and then I wouldn't care after that. I'd be like,
I
I'm
feel
good.
like they only chose stupid kids because it always be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll get this for my sister.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, you
My-
have 5 minutes.
My mom will have fun playing Twister with me.
I bet
Yo,
they
just
told
dump
them
it all
to
in
say
your
that.
cart.
Yeah, it's just
It's the
everything.
The same lummoxes that couldn't figure out the Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
does the head go on top of the shoulders? I'm just not sure. Let me. You guys, where are you getting these contestants? The Funny Farm.
The funny thing.
Can I say Funny Farm?
No.
Nowadays?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, Figure Out was a pretty good show. It was always funny to me that like Danny Tamborelli was on that like late into his career. Like I remember just watching him age on Figure It Out.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw him become an older guy. That's how usually how it works.
We had
People
like
get
a
older.
Saturday morning, like presenter / there were cartoons on it kind of show called SMTV Live. And it was on Saturdays, and they had Pokemon on it, which is why I started watching it. But it was two of our most beloved UK presenters, Ant and Dec. And they did so many. I wanted to be on that show so bad. That was the thing. I would love to have been in the audience. They did this thing called Wonky Donkey, which was like they'd show you a prop, and it was you had to call in and say what the rhyme was. And I remember there was like stuff like there was a little a cat with like hearts above its head, and it'd be Smitten Kitten, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it had to rhyme. And then the kids would call in, they'd be like, Lovey Cat. And they'd get so mad at these kids and be like, it's gonna rhyme. Like, it was just so funny. Like, they'd always idiot kids call in.
Were there any like really good rhymes that were not the answer, like fat cat or something like that?
No, I don't know. I can't remember really. It was like a long time ago. But like, I was probably 11. 19 years ago. So I can't remember. But Smitten Kitten always cracked me up because I was like, I get it. I know this one.
I love that the chat is cut off. I could understand half of what everyone's saying. It's cracking me up.
Somebody's saying not as good as Dick and Dom in the Bungalow. You're wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what that means.
That was stupid and terrible.
Fuck even is
Dick and Dom in the Bungalow was like
Dick and Dom heads.
after SMTV Live. All they did was go around and yell bogeys at people, which means snot. It was not very funny. SMTV Live had a fake Friends sitcom on it called Chums. That was really good.
Is this like all that, but for the UK?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, we had all that.
It was kind of like SNL for kids.
Yeah, I think it had like skits and stuff, and then the big thing was Pokemon because that was obviously huge at the time, and like they'd both do this fucking because of the poker rap that was at the end.
Yeah,
they'd both like put these jumpers on that had Pikachus on them, and then all of these like 90s rapper gear, like chains and stuff, and then be like Pokemon and stuff like this. It was so stupid, but I was 11 and I loved it.
My favorite, talking about the Nick game shows, yes, I remember Finders Keepers. I thought I'd never really liked that
Finders Keepers.
But I was never into Guts because I felt like it was too serious.
Yeah.
It was,
People took
do
it really,
you have it? No, I don't. I just give me something fun. Like Double Dare, perfect.
Yeah.
What would you do? Perfect. Even Figure It Out was fun, but Guts was competitive, and I didn't care. I loved Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh,
me too.
Oh, because I was thinking like we didn't have a lot of stuff like this, but we did have one called Raven, which I never really watched. I think I was like a satellite TV kid, not a terrestrial TV kid. And that was on terrestrial, but that was kind of the same kind of thing.
Is that real?
Yeah.
It's a real word. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that phrase.
Yeah, terrestrial TV. Yeah.
We have that even here, like terrestrial radio versus satellite radio.
You're too young to know it.
Yeah.
Turned off before your time.
Yeah.
I grew up with DirecTV, I guess. Yeah. Or that's not true. We had cable for a long time, but
I haven't heard about DirecTV in a long time.
Yeah, no.
People still
they still exist. I still have DirecTV.
I have no doubt.
My dad had that shit, and like every time there would be like a storm, that fucking satellite would stop working.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway, but I loved the wackier Nickelodeon shows were my favorite. And yes, I loved Salute Your Shorts. Yes, I did.
I only remember one episode of that show where they like put a bunch of food in their mouth and acted like they were sick to get out of doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I just remember the one kid being in Terminator 2.
Yeah, Budnick.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
Bobby Budnick was in Terminator 2. Now, I remember it was the only kid show I had ever seen where someone said, "I'm pissed off."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said that in there, and I was just like, "What can they do that?"
Yeah.
And I still wonder, like, how did that get through? Like, at that time, no other show did that. But
SMTV Live would do stuff like that sometimes. They'd have like kind of not very well disguised sort of sexual jokes, like for the grown-ups that were watching with their kids on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Like they'd do all sorts of skits and they'd like draw stuff on. They'd do like a holodeck kind of Star Trek kind of thing, and they'd have like a big screen that they'd be drawing on, and they'd draw like 2 lines and it'd look like tits. But it was like, you know, kids might not understand what you're doing, but it was like, wow, this is just on the edge of not being okay.
Yeah.
Those two, Ant and Dec, you'll know this, they were in Biker Grove first. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Biker Grove had the best theme song. Everyone look up Biker Grove theme song on YouTube. It's a killer theme song. It's one of the best songs maybe ever written. Biker Grove. Oh, it sounds like sleep paralysis if it was a song. You just can't get out. But
people in chat are talking about Pete and Pete. Did you know that they got in trouble for because Lil Pete would say blowhole a lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
They got in
then-
trouble for that?
Yeah, Nickelodeon was like,
Blowhole?
what does this mean? Like, it's just a thing he
thing on a
says.
whale?
Yeah.
And they're like, you got to change that. So like, I think in the second season he stopped saying blowhole.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, that show's awesome.
Kevin loves Pete and Pete.
There was also there was a moment where Nickelodeon suddenly said it was okay to say crap.
Yeah.
And you could tell too, because and honestly, it was like kind of annoying, but like there's a point, Ren and Stimpy was like hugely influential to me as a kid. Like that fucking changed my life. But those first episodes are really just like bizarre art. But once they fired the guy, like I'm not trying to, that guy is who he is, but that team under him put out to me the most provocative stuff. After he left, they had talented people come in, but they just kind of made it like a more and more like gruesome show, and it wasn't really that funny.
I didn't like Ren and Stimpy.
It was just kind of like how much more can we hurt and kill the main characters? It was just like, okay, I've seen about 80 episodes of this, I'm good. But they just start saying, there's one episode you could tell they were told they could say crap, and they say it like 50 times, and they say it more in the next one, and more and more and more and more. It's like, they're just saying crap all the time in the show. It was like, ooh, we can add another word to our library. It was just like, it was the kind of surprising one time, but
that's so weird.
Yeah.
I think.
When did you guys start swearing? Sorry, I'm hard left turn.
No, it's
no.
cool.
What were you saying?
Really early. I think in the UK there was like a thing where you could say it, but you could only say a certain number of words like once. I think it was like 8 fucks, and that's all you're allowed. At a certain
Whole
point,
life?
like within an episode of a TV show, I think you could say fuck like 8 times after
one
the
episode.
after
I love
the
that.
A lot.
I love that in the
after
UK.
the watershed. That's it.
You can say fuck on TV. It's awesome.
You can, like, it's really, there's a
So
watershed, so it's like after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, kids have gone to bed, you can say fuck.
Which
So
kind of makes sense. I mean, I get that.
I don't understand why you can't swear on American
Well, we have
TV.
that on terrestrial, over-the-air TV.
Yeah.
The main networks, they're FCC regulated. That's a government thing. They still can't say those words because it's meant to be like, this is meant to be broadcast to anyone, anywhere, anytime, over the air, free to them. So because it's part of a public thing, you got to keep it clean.
Is it local?
Yeah. The main networks have local affiliates,
Okay.
but yeah, they.
That's weird.
Yeah, so the main networks like NBC, CBS, all that, they have to keep it clean. However, cable doesn't adhere to those rules. It's purely just making sure their advertisers are happy.
Yeah.
So if you notice over recent years, they used to not say shit, and now it's like shit. They just saying it all the time. However, a lot of networks have implemented rules. Like I know AMC did this. AMC said, look,
I was gonna bring that up.
we can't just say fuck all the time. It's just we don't think the advertisers want that. It's just not ready for that. But we'll give you each of our shows. We'll give you like 1 or 2. I can't remember.
1 per season, and
Yeah,
then Breaking
1 fuck
Bad,
per
the last
season.
season I
1
think
fuck per
had 2.
season.
Yeah,
I think there were 2 in like the last because it was done.
Yeah, so like Breaking Bad would go a whole season like, wow, they didn't ever curse this whole season. And then there'd just be a tense moment between Walter White and his wife Skylar, and then she'd just sit there and I fucked Ted. End of the episode. It's like, oh, we went the whole season and they did okay, yeah. Anyway.
IFT. I loved how IFT was the title.
Yeah, the name of the episode is IFT. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was just like there's one fuck. And then in movies, R you could say fuck, but PG-13, it was always believed you can't, but you can say it 2 times, but it can't be in a sexual, it has to be just like a term. So it's like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
You could say that, but you can't say
Could you
like,
say like fuck? Could you say like out of anger? Okay.
Yeah, but you
So
can't
it
say
simply
like,
cannot
who's
be
ready to fuck? Nope, you're out. Now it's R.
Yeah, we watched like a PG movie when I think I was like, probably, oh God, no, like 9 maybe?
Yeah.
It was Will Smith. I think it was called like The Last Emperor or something. It was like Will Smith and then there's a kid and he was being poisoned or some shit. They said bastard like a lot in that movie. And I think it was like you were allowed a certain number of swear words in a PG movie because we didn't have the same like rating system.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all of us were like, when we saw that, and they made a kid eat porridge with blood in it, and I was like, I don't like this movie. I don't want
Classic.
Yeah, it was weird.
And ratings used to be broken up way differently too, where they weren't so granular. It used to be like, if it's for all ages, it's G. Oh, it's bad. PG. There was no PG-13. It was like those or restricted. No one can go. You know.
Yeah.
And so that's why there are a couple 80s movies where like Adventures in Babysitting is like a PG movie. I think maybe I'm wrong on that, but she literally. I know kids who were. Back then, like kids were seeing that, families were seeing it, and she literally says to someone, "Don't fuck with the babysitter."
Oh my god!
And it was like, that's in the. I always was like, that's in this. What?
Yeah, I miss that. Like, I feel like we shelter people too much.
Yeah.
Like,
I do.
Just having a movie that like has real moments like that,
Especially from swear words.
Yeah.
Because you asked a second ago, like, when did you start swearing? I was like 7. Like, my parents swore a lot around the house. Like my dad especially, and they just kind of gave up all pretense once I'd started kind of just following suit, I guess. And they basically just sat me down and was like, we can't tell you not to swear in the house because that would be really hypocritical. But please don't swear outside of the house. Like, try not to swear out like at school. Yeah. And obviously I knew like, don't say bad words in front of your teacher or whatever. But yeah, like, I don't know, by 14, I would just be like, I'd call up my mom and I'd be like, Mom, I did really fucking terrible on that exam. And I had a friend who was like a Quaker and she was like, because I would swear to my mom and she couldn't believe it. And I was like, that's just the way we are.
It's weird. I never did. My family never really cursed that much. They would say shit. That's the worst it would be. Like, look at this shit. And they would say it like comedically almost, you know? But there was never an F-bomb whatsoever in our house. I never heard that, and I never did. And so even as I grew up, all my friends cursed, but I was just like, I like I keep it clean, you know, whatever. And then when we would work on Mega 64, there were more and more things. When we started Mega 64, some people might remember that I was like, no, I don't want to curse. I don't do that. And then more and more stuff would happen where I like I did a stunt where I fell off a wall and I yelled, fuck! And I was like, I felt so bad. And it was like, and I remember Sean was just like, hey, you know, sometimes you just got to let it out. And I was like, yeah, what? Am I keeping this to myself? Then I'm not a fucking real person if I'm keeping it to myself. Am I playing a character? What is this? Nah, I'll curse. And then it was out. And then my parents were like, you can curse. I don't give a shit. But I do remember it's so funny. I was like 14 or 15, and I remember coming downstairs and my dad was working on like a pipe broke or something under the sink, and he went, I just can't believe I can't fix this fucking thing. And Rocco, and then he walked over to me. It was the first time I'd ever heard him say that. I am so sorry
oh my God.
that I said that in front of you. And I was like, Dad, I'm in high school. Like, this is not. And he's like, and he froze. He was like, I know, but I still have never said it in front of you, and I felt like I should say something. You know, it was just like, I don't care. And he's like, yeah, and I knew, I figured, but it just felt like a moment, you know, like it was like, yeah, we're good. Okay, great. And that was it. And then it was fine.
Oh God.
For me,
I like very specifically remember a moment when I was probably like 8 or 9. My dad was giving up smoking, so he was really tense all the time. And I heard him drop the jar of instant coffee onto the kitchen counter and it just spilled everywhere.
Yeah.
I counted and he said fuck 14 times in that sentence. The fucking bastard fucking dropped the fucking fuck.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there like doing it on my finger and I just went, Dad, you said fuck 14 times. And he was like,
you're racking them up.
What can you do?
For me, it was like middle school. I started cursing a lot. I was saying like freaking a lot, and then I just
freaking.
Yeah, and then I just started unloading. I would like hang with my friends and curse a lot.
Yeah.
But it's hard because I didn't curse in front of my parents until like 18, 19.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But it's hard because on the East Coast, everyone in New Jersey, like instead of saying they say fucking. You know that fucking the fucking guy.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
and I find myself doing that
That's
too.
great.
Yeah.
I do that too.
So it's like I don't realize I'm doing it sometimes, and I've like thought about it. I'm like, there's definitely been like business meetings I've been in where I've
Yeah.
just been like, you know, the fucking thing. Like it's
I've
just
done
like,
that too. Like
okay.
accidentally at work, I've swore in front of
Yeah.
somebody and I got told off for it. That was really embarrassing. But you know, it happens.
Yeah.
I interview people for work sometimes, like technical interviews. And one time I let out like this is just going to be like a conversation. It's nothing, I'm not going to fucking quiz you or anything. And
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. I think that's fine.
So
it's
here we go.
casual to a lot of people. I still laugh at man. Do you guys remember when Jenny Slate got cast on SNL and she did that sketch where she played like a punker chick and she was like, "Yeah, you know what? You're honest, and I fucking love you for that." I mean, it was like her first episode. She was like, "I fucking love you for that." It's live.
That's again completely insane that you have a comedy show where
Yeah.
you're not allowed to say fuck.
Yeah.
That's
I think they get
so
fined
crazy.
too.
But they are on a major network, so that's under FCC. However, it is late and it's live,
Yeah.
so I do think they get a pass.
They
Like
do?
they don't
Yeah.
do it, but I don't think they get fined.
Okay, cool.
But it's
Yeah.
like, why do you have to not do that?
Yeah.
It's comedy.
Yeah.
And it's for adults. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah,
Let people say fuck.
yeah. It's not that if it's real late, I don't really.
Yeah.
If it's past a certain hour. Do you remember Comedy Central used to do that?
Yeah.
After 1 a.m., I think it's like, yo, we're playing movies that just say fucking.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean,
it's
South
like-
Park even would like teeter on it.
Yeah.
At like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I feel it. Yeah. And again, if it's South Park late at night, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
this ain't family hour. Who really cares?
I remember it started blowing my fucking mind that when I was getting older, like I remember it was such a hard thing for me to be able to watch South Park. It was on late at night, like during my bedtime. But then as I got older, it's like, what? They're just playing this during the day now? Like it was just like so like
Yeah.
it used to upset me.
It got really different.
I used to have to like plug headphones into my TV and like it's like then I would come over from school and be like, oh, this is just on.
I will
It's
say
noon.
South Park did do something really brilliant with suddenly the network allowed them to say shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you guys can say shit. And so they wrote it into the show
Yeah,
where it
I
was
love that
like,
episode.
why has no one ever said shit in this town before? And they make a big deal about, oh, tonight someone on TV is going to say shit. And then when it happens, it releases a demon underneath. Like that's like a curse, a literal curse word. And I really
love
liked
that
that they
episode.
could have just started saying the word shit,
Yeah.
but they weaved it into the continuity of the show where it's like, there's a reason no one says it. There's a curse. and I don't know. I thought that was like really well done.
I love when they're watching TV, it's like, hey, you got some shit on your face.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
You
you.
got a little shit on your mouth. Oh, thanks. And then that does it like that. So
And then
I
after
always
that,
thought that was kind of
was that the same episode with the counter?
Yeah. At one point they say shit 162 times. Yeah.
I miss that era of South Park.
Yeah.
There's a really good quote. I was looking for it. Stephen Fry.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a massive proponent of swearing, which is just such a funny thing to me. Like he has a podcast on language and he just talks about how good swearing is.
Yeah.
And he said, the sort of twee person who thinks swearing is in any way a sign of lack of education or lack of verbal interest is just a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
I agree.
Swearhead, swearman.
I'm a swearman. I'm a bit of a swearman.
Bit of a swearman. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I think that covers it.
Yeah, Space Cowboy
Yeah,
says
pretty much
we're
done it
still
all.
on, so
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
10 to 10. So
Yeah. We got to set up this thing. Kevin, can we set this shit up yet or what? God, dude, take forever. All right.
I texted you like half an hour ago. We'll probably wrap this up soon.
Yeah. Are you ready to go or were you pulling your
This was a
pud in
really
there or
good
what?
call.
What's going on right now?
I've just been vamping. I've been like trying to, making sure Kevin can get his thing, whatever he's doing done. Jacking off.
Cat dog sucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kablam rules.
Kablam was good.
SMTV Live is great. There was
Sometimes
titties on it.
people they say shit on TV.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Anyway.
Old YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, old
that
YouTube.
for a while.
Oh, yeah. Let's repeat that. What was that?
YouTube rewind.
I don't remember. Yeah, let's do a YouTube rewind because Lord knows they're not doing it. But anyway, was this the longest Discord call ever? Maybe.
it might have
Hey,
been.
Skype, we definitely had longer calls.
yeah.
There were calls that would go on
yeah.
all day.
Discord, this is the longest.
Discord, this is the record. This is the
Congratulations.
longest one
Longest one in existence.
of the Discord era.
I always wanted that record, so
Yeah.
thank you.
You deserved it,
Appreciate
dude.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
This was a good one. This
yeah.
was really
And
fun.
wait. Johnny, you still Postmate banned?
Let me check.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I still want
we'll
some
conclude with that. Are we still good to
Yeah.
do? We're still good to do that. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. Okay, so you're still banned.
You probably tried to buy like some stolen diamonds.
Let's try to postmate the item that we need to get. Let's get it.
All right.
Actually, I don't know if you can't. I'm not even going to get into it because I want to surprise the viewers. This is going to be such a monumental stream.
It's really cool.
I am absolutely setting up for no disappointment whatsoever.
It's gonna be really cool.
Bear with me. Hold on.
I can't wait for about 10 emails of that was it. Is that what you were talking about? Is this a skit
Johnny.
where your arms got tired?
Johnny, you could have just said no.
I got to test it out.
Are you postmating something illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, yeah,
getting
Postmate
an
like
Instax.
I don't know what it is, but angel dust. I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna try to
Postmate sex. Dude, can you do that?
Postmate a
Come on.
prostitute right now.
I'm gonna try to Postmate a single red onion.
No.
Yeah, do it.
It's gonna cost like $7.
No one steal that idea, by the way. One of these days, I'm gonna come up with an app where you can get sex.
Yeah.
OnlyFans
I'm gonna write that down.
for
I don't know.
Uber OnlyFans.
I don't know what that is. So I don't,
Uber fans.
yeah.
Uber fans.
Uber fucks. Yeah.
Uber fuck.
Uber fucks.
Oh, Kevin.
You got a lot of credit from your last ride from the airport. Do you want to get another ride? Yeah, fine.
Terrible. Johnny, is it working? Because if so,
Is it be fucked up if I order a single red onion?
Yeah.
You're making somebody. You're making
It's
Someone's gonna see that and go, "Oh fuck!"
It's
you.
asking me for money, so I think it might have worked. I'm not gonna do it.
I think you're fine.
I think I got unbanned.
I think Johnny is officially unbanned. I think they saw the stream and they
fixed it.
said they clicked the button.
That's great.
It would have cost $20 to get a
Oh my
red
god!
onion delivered to me.
Most
Oh,
expensive
man.
onion.
Okay.
Sliced or just a full?
No, it's
No,
just it's whole.
a solid
Yeah,
onion.
just a whole onion.
Yeah.
And then what I would do if they brought it, I would have grabbed it and taken a bite like an apple. Thanks. And then closed the door.
Yeah.
Then they'd be like,
the Grinch.
"What the fuck?" Yeah, like the Grinch.
Grinch in it.
Anyway,
Tip them like $500.
I just
Dude.
really needed this onion, dude.
I ordered pizza as a kid when my parents were out of town and they left me and my brother like $50 to like,
Whoa.
hey, we're gonna be gone. Order pizza, do whatever, but here's $50. When I was a kid, $50 was like $1 million.
Yeah.
And we ordered pizza, and I accidentally gave them the whole thing, and they left, and I didn't realize I ate the pizza, and it's like I gave him all the money. It was like a $10 pizza, and that guy got $50. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, and
Holy
left.
shit,
It
you
was
made
like,
that guy's night.
yeah, I did. I had to, that's what I focused on the whole night. It's like, well, at least he.
One pizza.
I don't know what we did. What did we do? I think I just ate someone else's food or something. I think like my parents had something else they were saving, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm eating it. It was something like that. They were like, oh, look, we're going to make this next week. No, you're not. I'm making it. And I don't remember. Anyway, whatever.
Anyway.
Okay, well, we got to set this thing up.
Yeah.
We got to set this
Finally.
elaborate thing
Yeah,
up.
boy.
So, this was a long call. You shouldn't have called us.
Yeah,
I think it took a little too
regretted
long.
it. Remember the caller like 3 days ago who was like, "I regretted it." Not 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
So I
what
shouldn't
was
have
that?
done
I shouldn't have called.
It's all good.
Do you remember about 2 hours ago when we talked about Ocean's 11? Anyway.
This might have been the best stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was great. Hey,
This was
I'm
fun.
telling you, when the calls start good,
Yes.
Yeah.
they stay good.
Exactly,
When they
Ocean's 11.
start bad, they don't come back. We have proved
Learn-
the algorithm is correct. We had great calls all night.
We did it.
I have also had a small reveal. Johnny, remember a couple weeks ago when someone guided you through Mario 64?
Oh shit! Was that you?
That was me.
Oh
Hey!
shit!
That was me.
This dude's a speedrunning genius.
Oh my god.
What?
That's sick.
Mario
Thank you.
head. Mario
This guy,
Huge
so
Mario.
I had proven what I already know. Guys knows how to waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Yeah, you definitely
I'm
didn't
just
speedrun
kidding.
this call, dude.
I'm just kidding.
I slow
Yeah.
runned it. Shifty.
Slow run the call.
Yeah, what was his name? Shifty Pete? Shifty Steve?
Shifty Eric.
Shifty Eric.
Shifty
Oh, I
Eric.
thought he had a different name
Slow
in
run.
it. His slow run.
I'm just gonna get a burger.
I remember him getting the burger. It was in an AM PM or whatever, and we didn't even ask. It was just like, go in. Okay, yeah, stand right there. Yep. Okay, yeah, good. And I just thought like, nah, it was kind of rude. I did that. I mean, we just barged in and got
Yeah.
that shot and left. But then I went to that same one later, and they were like really jazzed we did that. Hey, We were in that video. That was really cool. Yeah. Do you need any other stuff? I was like,
my God.
no, I don't think so. And then I saw Mitt Romney. Anyway, same place, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, all right. Thank you for your call.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Take
Bye,
care.
Have a good night.
Good night. Jeez, I thought that guy would never stop.
Dude.
I
He was
how
chill
long
as
was that?
hell.
He kept yelling at me when I
mean,
was
that
trying to
was-
play Mario. He was like, John, you fucking suck. You can't get Lakitu skip, you
That
bitch.
car. It actually says he started a call that lasted 12 minutes. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that was a
12
long
minutes,
time
ago.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say now? It started a call that lasted 5 minutes. That lasted 5. This doesn't make any sense.
It's been 5 minutes, dude.
4
It's
minutes,
been
5 minutes, 5
5
minutes, 5 minutes.
minutes?
This
It says
doesn't
we started at
Oh, we missed a call.
7:55.
Oh, okay. At when?
7:55.
That was a 2-hour call?
Yeah.
No.
That was a-
Yeah, it
No,
says
it
lasted
wasn't.
2 hours.
No, bugger
we were
off.
on
No, it
the.
wasn't.
We talked with him for 2
Are you
hours.
fucking
Yeah, that
serious?
was definitely without a doubt the longest.
Yep.
I'm really sorry, everybody else.
Wow. I'm sorry to anybody who waited. Yeah, yeah, you're calling the Sandman.
Postmate some sand.
You're developing Uber fucks in another room.
Mr. Sandman.
That will exist at some point, right?
Tinder,
I feel
dude.
like that is all. I feel like the. Why am I getting on another subject? We need to wrap this fucking shit up. Anyway,
Uber Fox is going to exist.
right? Do you think?
Will
No.
become app-based.
Right?
live-
Because that is all changing, right?
I'm sorry. You guys live in a fucking puritanical country that
Yeah, I
will
was
not
about to
let you
say.
say fuck on telly. There is no
Yeah.
way
But-
that's happening.
That will exist
But-
in like
No, I
Amsterdam.
mean,
But
like, not
give
at
it
all.
20 years.
Yeah.
Things are changing at an exponential rate.
Japan will have that shit.
Japan will have that. Yeah, and it'll
So
be
bland
you'll
app.
you'll talk with Hatsune Miku on it, and it'll be like, "Hey, you want me to come over?" I'll be
You
like, "Yeah,"
fuckers.
and someone will show up in a mask. Hello, I'm Hatsune Miku. Oh,
They'll say,
Why is she vain?
get me horny.
Mr. Bean on that.
no, hey, oh, you were born. Oh,
Mr. Vane.
you were born in a Vocaloid app. I was born. By the time I was a man, I knew what a Vocaloid was. The sound was already deafening.
All right.
Anyway.
I'm gonna turn the stream off. I'm gonna run up.
Oh, I
there.
could keep going, but okay.
Bye.
All right. Guys, awesome stream coming in a little bit.
Yeah, it's
this
gonna be mint.
this was a warm-up. Stop messaging me. This was a warm-up. This was the warm-up to the main
For the big
event.
guns.
Stay tuned because a little later we got a late night stream that you're just gonna
It's going to pop off.
you're just gonna melt when you see this. So get ready. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. And everybody get ready and we're gonna turn
See
it
you.
off.
Goodbye.